What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we're playing some Aeons End War Eternal this time. Thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. If you'd like to donate, the links are in the description below. Thanks to everyone joining us live. If you don't want to miss us go live in the future, subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube so you do not miss when we go live. You'll get notifications every time, which is awesome. Also, follow us on social media over here. I'll usually tweet and stuff in advance when we're going live so you don't miss our streams then. Huge shout out to the folks over at Indie Boards and Cards for sending us this copy of Aeons End War Eternal to play through on the channel and deep dive into this thing over many live streams to come. So I'm excited to take kind of a first look at this. I opened it the other day, kind of dabbled with it, played a little practice game with Mel. We are live streaming this tomorrow night. Two-player, we're going to play some co-op of Aeons End War Eternal. So also go to the YouTube page, the Rob's Gaming Table, obviously. Go click on my name, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Set a reminder for that live stream, 7:30 Eastern, Thursday night, where we'll be playing it there also. Faulty Joe's here. How's it going? I just recently got Aeons End Legacy and Aeons End War Eternal. Lots of fun. So far for War Eternal, I like what I see. Indie Boards and Card were also awesome and send us Legacy, but we're going to get to that eventually, soon. We just want to play through, like, kind of in progression. So we're gonna experiment with some War Eternal probably this week and next week, do some live streams, playing co-op and solo, and dive in deep, get a feel for it. And then once we've kind of tried all the Nemesis bosses, whatever they're called, and some of the most of the Breach Mages, hopefully, and a lot of the cards, maybe we'll do a stream where we mix in the core set War Eternal, try all that stuff together, randomize, have some fun, see how that stuff mixes together. But we are going to start a Aeons End Legacy campaign. We'll play the full campaign in a series on the channel, but we'll start that after we experiment with Aeons End War Eternal first. And we also have New Age. Thanks again to Indie Boards and Cards. You guys are awesome. I guess they like what we were doing for Aeons End on the channel, and yeah, they offered to send us all that stuff. So they're wicked. So yeah, so we'll be getting into New Age, I think, after Legacy, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll try New Age before Legacy, but like, I'm worried about story stuff, so I'm not sure like if you should play them out of order, really. But I'm not that hardcore into the lore yet. But on the new Kickstarter, I clicked the little Kickstarter video, and it was like, started talking about mages from the first set who have like gone bad and good, and I was like, nope, stop the video. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. Let me play through. I'm worried about Legacy spoilers, so I didn't want to see any of that. So we'll see. So Scott's here. How's it going? Just started Aeons and New Age with the wife. Yeah, and I want to play the campaign in that too. That's another thing we'll do a series of. New Age has its own like little campaign in it, supposedly. So we'll do a video series of that coming on the channel. So if you're a fan of Aeon's End, you're in the right place. Stick around. We're going to experience it all. We're kind of late to the Aeon's End game. It was something I heard about over the years, but didn't really know much about. You guys are recommending it. Some of the viewers of the channel said they'd like to see us play it. So we got a hold of the first Aeon's End, went and bought that, and got pretty hooked and love this. Love deck builders in general. Already knew I was going to like it, but yeah, it's awesome. As you guys know, if you watch any of our playthroughs. If you want to check out other playthroughs, there's a playlist at Rob's Gaming Table. I'll throw them all in a playlist there, so if you're watching this in the future and you want to see other playthroughs, go back, check them out there. We'll have lots on the channel. But yeah, Bernardo, where is he coming from today? Greetings from the jungle. Feeling welcomed. Welcome, my friend. Come in from the jungle. Step out of the jungle. Welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. Hey, Bernardo, how's it going? All right, so let's get down to the table here. And nope, wrong button. There we go. All right, we got War Eternal. Got the box lid here. So if you're curious, this is War Eternal, a game by Kevin Riley, published by Indie Boards and Cards and Action Phase Games. But yeah, it's more good stuff so far. Of the little tiny bit that I've scratched of this game, this feels like it's just like more of the same. After reading the rule book, I was like, okay, there's not really much different here. It feels like it was kind of designed with the first set, like a little afraid to change it up, kind of. So it feels very like 1.5-ish. And you can tell they try to keep it compatible with the first set is the feeling I'm getting. Just by playing it a little bit and looking at some of the abilities and stuff. But I've only played with two. This is the second mage I've tried. And Mel played a mage. We tried co-op. I've played 2 solo playthroughs. I've only tried against 2 of the Nemesises. And what else did I do? Yeah, that's all I've tried with this so far. So I haven't experienced a lot of it yet, but from what I've seen of the cards and stuff, this feels very. If you like Aeons and the second edition or whatever the first one, yeah, this is just more of the same, and yeah, it's good stuff so far. So it feels very same. It's like they didn't break out too far and get too crazy with it, which is cool. No complaints there. No complaints. Okay, so today we are playing with Desmodia. We're playing true solo here. One Breach Mage. It's the way I roll. You got a problem with it? Tune in tomorrow night. We'll play 2-player with 2 mages. We'll do some co-op. But for now, we're playing true solo. We're going to play her today, and we'll try at least 2 different Nemesis. Nemesis. We'll try Umbra Titan first, and then I guess we'll go in difficulty order. So this guy's a 5. This is Hollow Crown. Stay tuned. We'll play him after. And we'll do another random setup using the randomizer on the website, which I did here. I did use a phone app, but I did a randomize market setup for us. But I chose this Breach Mage because she's cool. And I had some fun playing with her this morning. And I picked Umbra just because he's like a level 3. He's like the intro difficulty guy. Here, yeah. Difficulty 3. So this is setup. Umbra Titan gets 8 Nemesis tokens, which that's what those are that are just built off there. He's got 70 health, which we've set up here on his dial. When he unleashes, there is 1 Nemesis. If there's 1 Nemesis turn order card in the turn order discard pile, any player suffers 2 damage. If there's 2 of them, Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Or you can choose Umbra to lose 1 of those Nemesis tokens. Obviously, you choose the Nemesis tokens every time, right? Well, before you think that, there's some additional rules here. When Umbra token has 0 Nemesis tokens, Gravehold's foundation is undermined. Gravehold collapses into rubble, and the players lose. So, yeah, you don't want to actually throw those away too often, I guess. So, yeah. So, he's got 8 on there. I don't think there's any way to put any back that I know of. I doubt it. Unless there's some like level 3 card I haven't seen or something for him or something that maybe does it. But when I played through him earlier, it was like, yeah, you just got to kind of like pick and choose. Is the effect worse than getting these off there? And sometimes you can't choose. These will just go. So you got to be careful. You got to leave a little buffer there. That's what I found. And we set up his deck with random. It's solo, so there's a random level 1 basic, 3 level 2 basics, and 7 level 3 basics shuffled in with his 3 of each level card, just like a regular Nemesis from the core. What's Bernardo saying? To be honest, all Aeons end feels very samey. The differences are Nemesis, which are the underlying pivots, change of the core mechanics, and the combinations of market and the mages. Yeah, which is fine. Like, they want it to all be compatible. You can't get too crazy with it, but yeah. But it's awesome. Either like I like how I'm. The other thing I like to do with these games, any game where there's like I'm playing catch up and it's new to me, is I like going back and like playing the sets by themselves one off. Like, so I'm not mixing anything from the core set here. I want to try this out so I can educate myself on how this feels as a starting point and a standalone product. Because I don't like the way companies will like box stuff and it's like, yeah, it's kind of an okay game, but you gotta buy 8 expansions to get the best stuff. I want to know how it is if somebody were just to spend the base money on it, like for that core set. What would it feel like? But yeah, someone's ringing at the bell. I'll be right back 1 sec. All right, back. Okay, let's see. Bernardo's saying, however, I do have all expansions except the one that is in Kickstarter right now. You don't have the newest one, Outcast, Bernardo? Weak. Might as well throw the rest of your collection in the garbage. It's not complete. You're not cool. You're not cool until you have it all. All right. So I guess it does pull me in. Yeah. No, I understand. I'm hooked too. So it's all good. So far, so good. I'm really excited to play Legacy. We love Legacy games. As you saw, we just finished, soon the video will go up. I just edited it all yesterday. But Scythe, Rise of Fenris, just played through that campaign. Love it. Played through Pandemic Legacy in the past, seasons 1 and 2. Gloomhaven, obviously, Legacy-ish. What else? I don't know what else I've played through Legacy-wise, but I love Legacy games so far, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm also looking forward to Clank Legacy. I want to get a hold of that and play through that on the channel too. All right. What else are we going to go over here? So we talked about Umbra Titan. So we got to make sure those tokens don't disappear off them or we're done. We got to destroy 70 health. Desmodia has this super cool ability. I want to try her. Like, she was one of the first ones I gravitated to because I look in the box, I'm like, what the hell are these? Open sigil breaches, +2 damage on cast. Well, that sounds awesome. Extra damage when I'm popping spells off twice. So 2 extra damage as opposed to our usual 1+ damage or whatever on cast for these breaches. Which, I mean, feels okay, but I mean, 2 is twice as good. Double the fun. So when I saw this ability here, any player destroys an opened 1 or 2 breach and returns any spells prepped to that breach to their hand. That player gains a sigil breach and places it where the destroyed breach was. And yeah, I'm assuming that's what those are, if I played correctly today. Whoop. And then that player may prep a spell from their hand to a breach. And hopefully I'm not breaking it. Doris is here. How's it going? Hey Rob, if you haven't got any Aeons Ends, if you haven't got any Aeons Endgame yet, is Aeons End 2nd Edition plus War Eternal a good way to start? Also, what are your thoughts about the game? So, Doris, I love the game. If you're into deck builders at all, you like fantasy theme, this is like probably my favorite deck builder. I would think. There's some things I like in other deck builders too, but I mean, if you're looking at this game, you like deck builders, you gotta like deck builders. If you're not a fan, like, yeah, it's a hardcore deck builder for sure. The whole game's based around that mechanic. So if you don't like it, but if you do, if you like any kind of deck building game you've ever played, you like that whole idea of building a deck as you play. Yeah, it's so good. Co-op is very good. But I've only played the 2nd edition and War Eternal. And from what I've played so far, either or you could start with no problem. So if one's in stock or on sale, go for whichever one of those two. But I haven't played Legacy and I haven't played New Age, but I've heard from people in the chat on previous streams, they've said you can start with like any of them. And it's no problem. And Sai says he loves shuffling, so this game isn't for him. No, Sai, you can shuffle. Look, I even put sleeves on these cards. You shuffle these cards like 1,000 times a game. Your turn order deck. You can look at it, you can do this all day. Like every 6 turns you're shuffling. It's great. Loads of shuffling in this game. Don't let it fool you. The box says it doesn't shuffle like other games. They lied. You have to shuffle this every 6 turns. So yes. Fake news. But Doris, I love both. They're both great. And so like either one you could start with, yes. But ask me in like 2 months-ish, probably, once I play a bunch of this. Because like I said, I've only gotten like 3 games of this. A couple solo, 1 co-op, and we're going to play today a couple times at least. And tomorrow night we're streaming co-op of this with my wife. So you'll see us playing together, trying some, maybe Umbra Titan still, but we'll try a couple different mages. But soon we'll play Legacy and we'll play New Age. So I'll have a better educated guess for you. But according to Bernardo, it's all feels kind of the same-ish. Like it's all, obviously based around those mechanics, same mechanics. So, which is not a bad thing. And yeah, if you like deck builders and the replayabilities, yeah, there's a ton in this set. Like, I mean, the box, like, don't let this fool you. Like, this is what happens with all deck building games. Like, every one I've ever bought, it comes with, like, this many cards, and like, obviously I have a bunch on the table. But it takes up, like, a quarter of the box or less, all the cards. And it's kind of just fit for expansions. But don't let this fool you. Like, there's so many spells and gems and relics, plus mages. Like, And I don't know the count. I didn't check for the core set, but like I feel like there's more mages in this one, but I could be wrong. But like lots of different mages to start, and obviously some of them aren't the best at solo. Some are better solo, some are better in larger groups and stuff, I think. Just based on reading their abilities and their starter cards, but yeah, there's lots to explore in just one box is my feeling. Like I'm not bored of second edition. Like I've probably played it 20 or so full playthroughs, solo, co-op, I've even played some 3-player. And I still want to play more of that. I still want to dabble. I haven't played all the mages, I don't think, yet. And I want to dabble a little bit more with that. And obviously, the market cards, some of them I've only played with like once. So, and I'm excited to mix some of that stuff in with this stuff to then see it all like, get all crazy. But anyways, what else do we need to know? Oh, her starter card. So she comes with this unique card, an Oblivion Shard, gain 2 Aether, that cannot be used to gain a relic or a spell. Now, I read this ability and I was like, I'm in. And I saw these cool little mage or these sigil breaches, and I was like, oh, they're numbered. Oh, okay. There's actual specific ones. But anyways, I looked at those and I was like, yes, I want to play with these. But then I read her little starter card, her Oblivion Shard, and I was like, aw, that's no fun. But it's cool. I just use it to open up, get your sigils going, or your charges going, and use it to open breaches and stuff. So yeah, they give you like number. I didn't even notice there was numbers on them. Not that it matters too much, but yeah, we'll keep those aside. Okay, so our deck. Our deck starts off with 4 crystals on top of a shard, and our spark, and our hand starts with 2 crystals, 2 sparks, and the Oblivion Shard. So yeah. Other than that, let's just get the turn order deck going. And this mechanic of the not knowing who's next. Sometimes I forget it because I've like been ingrained for years now that this is like you always know who's going next. There's a turn order you plan who goes first, who goes second, when the bad guy goes, and you manipulate that plan. The only games I've really played with that you can kind of manipulate it a little bit is like Zombicides and Sword and Sorcery, where it becomes the player's turns or one player's turn, and they can choose which one of their characters they activate or which one of the party goes first every round. Those 2 games you can kind of be flexible with it. But this craziness of like finding out who's first, and we're playing with 4 of my cards. 2 of the Nemesis are shuffled in here. And I love this mechanic. I love it, of like not knowing. I mean, sometimes it's frustrating when the Nemesis goes like 3 turns in a row, just because that's how it goes sometimes. Maybe 4 if you're really having a bad luck day. But that usually means you get to go a bunch of times in a row after that, so, or before it even. So it's neat. It's neat not knowing and like planning for it and just hoping for the best. It's kind of cool. All right, so it's me. And what are we gonna do? We obviously have no spells to pop off of our breaches. Yeah, I always use 4 of my player cards now, Sai, just after I didn't know. This book says it too. It's like the old way where it says, where is it? Create the turn order deck contain 3 player turn order cards and 2 Nemesis turn order cards. And then here it says play with 4 if you're having trouble. But like people now are always say that's just the way it is. But this kind of like leads you to believe you should be playing with 3. But when I first played that in a live stream, everyone kind of jumped on me and were like, no, play with 4. Always play with 4. So that's just the way I've been going. I don't think I'll ever go back to 3 again. Yeah. Okay. So I'll pop that in there. Let's see here. Let's use this for... Sorry, let's take a look actually at our market. Some of these I haven't even seen before. So Volcanic Glass, when you gain this on your turn, you may spend 2 Ether. If you do, any ally also gains Volcanic Glass and places on top of their deck gain 2. So that means I would gain it because I'm an ally to myself. Dread Diamond, gain 2 Ether. You may discard a prep spell. If you do, gain an additional Ether. So if you're desperate, get rid of a spark, that kind of thing. Breached Ore for 4 of this one, gain 2 Ether. Or focus to close breach with the lowest focus cost. That's a nice one. Our Relics. Primordial Fetish. Focus any player's breach or destroy this to gain 3 life. I like that. Played with that one before. Vortex Gauntlet. I don't think I've played. Cast any player's prep spell and return that spell to that player's hand. So in solo, I could prep one on the same turn, play this down, pop it off, put it back in my hand, and prep it again. But that's 6. That's like nuts. But like, I don't know. That's kind of like a late game card, I think. But I mean, hey, if you're trying to hit off early, if you can get that. This one here, Carbonize, our first spell. Deal 3 damage. Then reveal the top card of the turn order deck. You may place that card on the bottom of the turn order deck. That's cool. Another 4-cost spell here. I like this one, Pyrotechnic Surge. The art is sick, by the way. This spell must be prepped to 2 adjacent breaches. So it actually like would go between them like this and take up 2 breaches, is my understanding. And it says, so that the card touches both breaches. This fully occupies both breaches, and then you cast to deal 4 damage, and you may destroy a card in your discard pile. I like that. I like calling the deck. That's good stuff. For 6, we got Nova Forge. While prepped, once per turn in your main phase, you may gain 2 Aether that can only be spent on a spell, basically. Cast, deal 4 damage. That's kind of neat. Gets more spells rolling. And then Conjure the Lost for 6. Deal 5 damage on the cast. You may destroy this after casting it. So you deal 5 damage. Then you may destroy it. If you do, Gravehold gains 4 life. So things are really going crappy for you later. That's a way to kind of help you out with some heal on Gravehold. So we have a little bit of heal in there for us. A little bit of heal for Gravenhold. Gravenhold starts at 30. For those who don't know, if you're new to Aeon's End, I'll try to explain some of the stuff. So turn order is determined by a deck. Market, we buy stuff out of there like any deck builder. These breaches where we prep spells. So you have a phase where you pop off all your prep spells. Then you have a main phase where you can open these breaches. You can only prep spells in a open breach unless you focus a breach on that turn. You can then put a spell in there. And to open and focus these things, the different levels, this is breach number 2, 3, and 4. They all have different focusing costs and opening costs. And the opening costs get cheaper as you focus it and rotate it. And then our character ability that we talked about earlier. And they have a special deck, starting hand and starting deck I talked about. But they are determined by the player, by the breach mage that you're playing as. And the charges, different level of charges here. Once you fill these up, and you got to buy them for 2 each, you're able to pop off that ability there. All right. So we're trying to defend Gravenhold. We can lose if this goes down to 0. We can also, actually in solo, we don't lose if we become exhausted. It's just any damage beyond that will start going double time on Gravenhold. So if this hits 0, we lose. We can win by defeating this guy who's 70 health, and or his deck runs out and we've cleaned up everything that is vomited out of his deck is gone. Basically everything is from his deck is in the discard pile. We win that way too. So we like survive the long run. But we lose in this situation too if 8 of these tokens disappear off of his card. So we got to keep that there. All right. So I think that's the basics. All right. So let's get to it here. So I prepped this spell on my turn. I'm debating just opening the second one and getting that going with the 4 I have here. I can't spend it on a spell. I'd like to buy a spell, but I can't with my Oblivion Shard. So I'll just use it to open this breach here, which was 4. And I'll just prep that in there, and I'll throw this in here and draw 5 cards. Boom. All right, next one. My turn again. I'll just fire off one of these just to clear it out. Let's go down to 69, so he's lost 1 health. Woo! Almost there, guys, almost there. Let's prep this. We'll go to our main phase, we'll prep. I have 4 I can spend to get a, let's go with a spell. Oh, which one though? Which one for 4? So let's play our gems, 4 crystals, and that'll give us 4 ether. So we played those. Now we choose Carbonize. So let's compare these. So deal 3 damage, but you reveal the top of the turn order deck. I could put it on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know how powerful that really is. Like, I guess if I have a bunch of stuff lined up and I don't want him to go and I'm going to kill a bunch of his guys before that happens, that's powerful. But I do like this one about destroying cards out of my deck to just make my deck sing. But is that good early? I don't know. But I like the 4 damage. I'm just going to go for the higher damage. We'll start there. we will start there. I've had some success with this card. I like it. So we'll get one of those going. And then we'll throw these in a specific order. And now we need to draw. Here's the hook of the game. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? No shuffle. Boom. Flipped. I flipped, and then you just start drawing. That's my favorite part of the game. You don't sit there shuffling every few minutes and make the game take twice as long. You just flip it and keep going. So there's our 5 cards we drew. Got a spark. Got that spell. It's great. All right. Let's see who's going next. It is a Nemesis. So he's going to draw his first card. And it is a cryptid minion who is coming out with 6 health. Oops, I also need health. Let's put our 10 health on ourselves there. We're going to use dice. Because I hate the little tokens in the game. That's one negative. I don't like little tiny, super tiny fiddly bits with my hands. So my big hands kind of hard to mess with them. But the cryptid's got 6 health, and he's got that persistence, which will trigger off on future turns. The player with the most expensive prep spell discards that spell. Well, that'll be me if I have one. Or I can choose him to lose 1 Nemesis token. So, yeah. Right now, I'm okay losing one of these spells. It's fine. So I'll throw that on there. And let's draw the next one. So it's me. All right. Well, I might as well start hurting this guy. I got to clear up some breaches anyway. So let's hit him for 2. Okay. Now we got that Oblivion Shard back. So we technically have 4 Aether, but we can't spend it on a spell or a relic. Could get a Breach Ore. Yeah. Or we could start getting charges, actually. No, let's get a Breach Ore. Let's get some money in there, a little bit. And so that's what we'll do with that. Let's, this one needs to be prepped to 2. Probably could have focused, actually, so I get this in there. But I'll hold the spark. That's fine. So these will go in here. Okay. And we'll draw up 1, 2, 3, and 4. So more money, a spark. Okay. And me again. So let's pop this one off for 4 damage. We'll kill this guy here. Send him to the discard pile. And then I may destroy, so I deal 4 damage on the cast, then you may destroy a card in your discard pile. Well, let's just destroy a spark. Okay. Now it's my main phase. Let's put a spark in there. And for 4, let's just get 2 charges. I want to get one of those special breaches soon. As quick as I can, I think, at this point. So those will go in there. Now we flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last turn order card is a Nemesis. Surprise. And we drew this, what we got. Okay, so Nemesis, drawing a card. It's a Grumbler from the Umbra Titan level 1 deck here. This guy's got a persistent. If the Nemesis has 2 turn order cards in the turn order discard pile, Umbra Titan, loses 1 Nemesis token. Otherwise, Gravenhold suffers 2 damage. So he's got 5 health. And that's it for the Nemesis. So the thing I learned with playing Umbra Titan earlier, we tried him first co-op, and he spanked us. But I played him solo after and realized it's minion flood time. So as long as you can keep the minions in check, I think, is what you want to do here. So that's why I was trying to get I'm trying to get damage output as quick as possible. So I buy spells when I can, but I'm also trying to get my breaches opened and powered up, and keep the deck nice and small, I think, is what worked out for me. So just so we can get damage flowing. So I like that we got the Pyrotechnic Surge to help us destroy cards out of the deck, so we can maybe start thinning out some of those crystals eventually too. All right. Now we see who's next. It's me. I mean, I don't really need to play this right now, so I'm not going to. I won't do any damage to this guy. Then I'll just put this in here. Okay. So I could gain 6 total, but I can't use it on a spell or relic. I could just use it on here to get more charges for my ability. Or I can get a couple charges and use this to focus your closed breach with the lowest cost, which I think I will do. Yeah. So I'll use this to focus and make this one go to 7 to open. And then for this 4, I will just get 2 charges. And we'll throw it in this order. And we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll flip the deck. Oh, it's me again. All right. So I did get the Surge, so I probably should... yeah, I'm not going to open that this turn. So I'll pop these off. We'll do 2 damage here, taking this guy down to 3 left. And then we will prep this Pyrotechnic Surge into these 2 adjacent breaches. And then I have 4 again. We could get our charges now and do our ability and blow up one of these and get a plus, but I can get a spell right now, and I think I'm going to do such things. Let's get a Carbonize. Let's try this one out. I want to see how it goes. Just going to experiment a little with it. All right. So that's that. Flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's us again. So I will blow this up. Unfortunately, I don't have any cards in my discard pile to get rid of. But I'll hit this guy for 4, destroy him. And then let's put the Spark in there. Let's focus with that card. So 5 need to open breach 3. And then for this 4, I will use these last ones here to get my 2 last charges. And then I will use the ability to destroy, let's destroy the second breach. And then I'll put in one of these cool open sigil breaches as +2 damage on cast. And that's using the Tempest Sigil ability there, which is pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, what else? It does something else too. Player destroys 1 or 2 breaches and returns any spells prepped to that breach to their hand. So I could technically say I didn't do that in that order. I probably should have did it. Yeah, I probably should have done this ability first, then played this, because I could have done that in any order. I'm just so used to prepping spells first, but I have to break out of that habit because usually I like focus things after I prep spells, but I'm gonna kind of roll that one back. Or I guess I could have blew up this one too. But I like having this one side by side with another +1 when I get to put that the Pyrotechnic Surge in between. That's the plan. So yeah, I'll just say I played this after the fact. So this one will give me, right, I got that this turn, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. What is your mage's ability? I might have missed you talking about it. Oh, now you did it. Cool. Yeah. So it's Tempest Sigil. Activate during the main phase. Any player destroys an open 1 or 2 breach and returns any spells prepped to that breach to their hand. That player gains a Sigil breach. So one of these awesome sauce little +2 damage on casts. And then that player may prep a spell from their hand to a breach. All right, so this is here. The Spark's actually going to hit for 3 if it's still there on the next turn. So let's draw 5 cards. Okay. Carbonite. All right. Or Carbonize. Oh, wait. Nemesis time, probably? Yep. Here we go. So it's a power 2, Heart of Nothing. To discard it, you have to discard 4 cards in hand. Power 2, unleash twice, or any player suffers 4 damage. So we'll get 2 power tokens. So every turn going forward, he goes, we'll remove a power token. And if I don't deal with the 2 discard, by discarding 4 cards in hand, this will pop off. He'll unleash twice, which will probably damage me or get rid of some Umbra tokens. So we might be okay to discard right now even. Like I can pitch that, no problem. All right, but we'll see. Maybe he's going to go right now. Yep. So 1 power disappears off here, and he draws a new card. Another power card, power 3 on this one. And this says, to discard, you got to spend 6 ether. Power 3, Umbra Titan loses 2 Nemesis tokens. So right now, that's the dirtier ability, I think, but both are bad. And I think that's all. So let's flip, and it's us, of course. So we have nobody really to damage. I could damage him, but I'm kind of like holding it there. but should I just pitch? Should I open? Okay, so I won't fire off the spark. I'll put Carbonize in there. I will discard these 4 cards from my hand. I'll put the economy in there first, kind of put it with other economy. And I'll throw in the spark last. And that'll get rid of the Heart of Nothing. And I draw up. Okay. Power 3. Oh, sorry, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I probably said it, and for some reason I didn't put 3 on there. I'm trying to make it harder for myself. Stop. Thank you, Hi Matt. Thank you. All right. So this will slide over. Okay, so let's shuffle this up. Let's actually look at the cards we got. So we got some money. Okay, let's shuffle these up here. And we'll take a drink. Thank you to everyone tuning in. I appreciate it. I see there's a bunch of you here. It's awesome. If you have any questions about Aeon's End, War Eternal, drop it in the chat. We got some players in there that know what they're doing. And I can answer some questions from my very limited playtime with the game so far, but it's awesome. Awesome. All right. It's a me. Okay. So, well, I got to clear out some breaches, I think. So might as well just hit the boss man. I was thinking he was going to go and then get some Nemesis there, but I'll pop this one off for sure. Actually, let's do both. So we're going to do Carbonize first to deal 3 damage, down to 66. And then we'll reveal the top card of the turn order deck. It's the Nemesis. I'm kind of okay with that, but I could put it on the bottom. Is there any reason why I'd want to go next first? Not really. I'm going to leave it on the top, actually. All right. And you don't want to get into the habit of like, yeah, I'll put it on the bottom. It's going to come eventually, and you don't want to have 2 back-to-back Nemesis turns, and it's on the bottom, and then you shuffle, and then it becomes a Nemesis turn right after that, or 2. So that's why I don't... This effect is not the best, but I would probably throw myself to the bottom if I saw myself there, just to kind of shake it up a bit and make sure it doesn't go back-to-back Nemesis, because that's like the fear. You don't want that to happen usually, especially later in the game. That can just lose you the game. All right, so then we'll pop off this one for 3. So down to 63. And now our main phase. What can we do? What can we do? So we have, we can focus a breach, and then we can get it open for 3. Or we can gain 6 total money, which is enough for this thing to be gone. So I think I might just do that, actually. So let's do that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be used on a relic or spell. That's not a relic or spell. And 6. So I'm going to throw it like this. And we'll just get rid of this thing. And we're going to put this between these 2. 6 is hard to get this early. Do it. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I could wait another couple turns. It has 3 tokens on it, but he'll come fast, and all of a sudden I'll look over and there'll be no tokens left, and I'll be like, whoops. I've been there, done that. All right, so I drew my 5. Let's see, who's next? Oh, it's a Nemesis. Surprise. Okay, so he's going to go now. And we get a Tomb Fright? This Umbra Titan guy. 8. 8 on this guy, and he's got a persistent. If Umbra Titan has 5 or more Nemesis tokens, it loses a Nemesis token. Otherwise, Gravehold suffers 3 damage. So let me check if he has more than 5 tokens. Yeah, he still has 8. So, I mean, I'm okay if this guy removes a couple, but we'll try to avoid some of that if we can. Okay. So that's that. And it's us. Okay, so I got stuff in my discard pile, so that's kind of good. So I'm going to pop this off to do 4 damage from the cast, plus 2 from this breach it's on. So that's 6 total off this guy. He's down to 2. And then it'll let me destroy a card. Destroy a card in my discard pile. Let's get rid of another spark. I kind of want to keep a little bit of the money just to get a couple more spells, and I'll start pitching some of those out of there. I also could get rid of the one that's 2 that's hurting me, but I like it for buying charges right now and focusing breaches. I'm still not there yet. Where money, I have lots of places to spend money right now, so that's why I'm valuing that higher. Okay, so let's throw a spark here, and we got 4. So let's get. I think we haven't lost any health yet, but I could use this to get some breaches going a little faster. I think. I also could use it to buy another spell. But then it's like back-to-back. I'm worried about back-to-back surges, because that's what I want to buy. But then they're in my deck together, so that means I'll probably get them back-to-back where I can't even put them both in here yet. I don't have the breaches open, so I'm gonna try to focus my breaches first. And I'm sure I'm going to take some hits eventually, and then I can just get that out of my deck. So that's my plan there. And then we'll pop this in here. Done. All right, so we flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see who's next. It's me again. All right, so we will just pop this off for 3 damage. We'll do it all to this minion. Of course, that extra is lost because you just pick your one target. No spillover into the boss man. So we get rid of this guy. So that feels good. Okay, so I guess we'll throw a Carbonize on here to get the extra damage off our cool open sigil breach. Now, kind of want to get this one open. So I could spend 5 to just straight up open it, or I could do this to focus it, and it only costs 3, which is all the same, really, right? So, and I have 1 spare crystal. I don't think there's any cute thing I can do. I don't really need to open right this turn, but I'm going to use this to just focus this one. So it's close to opening. And then what I'll do, I want to get 2 charges with the other 4 resources I have. Yeah, I can't spend that on spells. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's me again. Okay, where's all the baddies? All right, so let's do this one. How many cards are left? There's only 1 in the deck. We know it's him, right? Yeah, we know it's him. So it doesn't matter. Let's just deal 5 to the boss man, bringing him down to 58. And okay, so let's throw this one. Actually, let's see. Do we want to pop this thing open first? Yes, we do. So we'll use this to focus any player's breach. And when you focus a breach that's ready to be open, it just opens. So we'll just do that one. So +1 damage there. And we'll throw the Pyrotechnic Surge in between both. So I should be able to get the +2, +1 added in. So that's 7 damage from that. Assuming I'm not cheating and that's the way it works. Pretty sure that's how it works. And then 3. That's +3. It works, right? Right, Sai? Okay. 3 money. Probably should use this focus on this actually and just open it with the cash. But you know what I'll do? I'll get a gem. Let's get a gem going. Maybe not. Maybe. If you gain, so Volcanic Glass, it's just a 2. This is a 2, but you can start a prep spell if you do gain an additional 1. I mean, if you're in a dire situation, maybe. I don't really want to do that either. Yeah, I probably should have done that. So let's say we focused this breach instead. And then I would have just spent the 3 to open this one that was a 3 cost. Yeah, that's a better way to do that, I think. Yeah, that's more efficient use of our cards. And then we'll prep this into this open spell. Okay. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay, so we got, and who is it? Oh my god, surprise! Okay, so this guy's going to draw a card. So it's an attack smite. He's going to unleash twice, then Gravehold suffers 2 damage. So unleash is, there is 2 in the deck, so Gravehold suffers. I could lose Nemesis tokens, but I think I'm okay with Gravehold suffering damage. It's going to suffer 6 right now. But that's not the worst. There's worse things, I'm sure. So let's just drop this to 24. So trigger the unleash twice. There's 2 in the pile. Hits this for 4, and then it says on here, suffer 2 more damage. That's 6. See if that burns me later. Well, I'll have to get this going to heal Gravehold, maybe in the future. But that's deal 5 damage. That'd be not bad to get that. We'll see if we can get to 6 though to get it. Once we get all our charges and breaches open, I think we'll go nuts there. Okay, so that is him. No bad guys in play. We're doing good at keeping them in check, which is great. Okay. Okay. All right, what do we got? It's a me. Okay, so this is a 7 to fire off. I have no discard pile though. Oh man, keep missing on this thing. So yeah, we'll hit him for 7. So it's 4 off this, plus 2, plus 1, and he'll go down to 51. All right, then we will just throw this spark in the plus 2, I guess. Okay. So we have 2, 3, 4 total that can be used on a spell. But I think we'll focus on charges and breaches right now. So let's focus our lowest cost breach, which is only this one. And then we have 4 more. I could just open it straight up, but I don't need it right now. So I'm going to spend 4 more on charges to get us to 4 charges on our ability. So I'll throw it in here, here, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nemesis. All right. Another attack. It's Maul. The players collectively destroy the 2 most expensive prep spells. I can't choose that option because I can't fully resolve it, right? So, or Umbra Titan loses 2 Nemesis tokens. So I'm forced there to take away 2 of these. Okay. Yeah, because I can't fully resolve the first one. I wish I had 2 sparks there. That would be fun, but I've been destroying them myself, so I guess that's not possible. Okay, not too shabby. So my turn. I don't need to pop this off right now, so that's fine. I'll leave that there. I'll go to my main phase. I'll put a Carbonize here in the +1 slot, unless I'm going to do my ability first. I only have 3, so no, I'm not going to do this turn, obviously. So, yeah, let's just throw this here. I'll focus any player's breach, which will just open this one. So we got our breaches open. And we have 3 left. I think we just need to get a little more concentrated resources. I'm going to go for a Dread Diamond. We'll buy that. We'll get some money flowing there, hopefully. And I'm going to put this last. I want this in there last so that the money is all kind of together. So we'll draw 1. We'll flip. Okay. Okay. Probably should toss this at some point. It's kind of like stop me from buying spells. Eventually I'll have nothing to really use it for other than buying more resources. Okay. My turn again. Yeah, I kind of have to pop something to get the Pyrotechnic Surge in there. So, and I think we're going to do her ability this turn. So let's get rid of this one for 3. So that takes me down to 48. I'll leave that one there. I guess I don't need to do that yet. It doesn't matter because it'll come back anyway, but okay, let's see here. So let's spend this ether on a charge. And I guess this 2 on another charge. We'll do our ability. We'll blow up this one. We'll replace it with another one of these awesome +2 damage. So now we're like decked out here, ready to go. We're going to take Umbra Titan to Pound Town here in a second. And then we're going to go 2 more to do what? Not really much, right? Could hold that, actually. I'm going to draw more money, right? Yeah. I could just play it and say it's spent. But I think I'll hold it, actually. Let's just put this Pyrotechnic Surge in here. Probably could have spent it on a spell there, but this one kind of blocking me on that. So it's like I could have got a 4 cost spell. Probably should have. But I want to get that breach open. Okay. So, oh yeah, got to keep 2 of these in hand. I'm going to hold them on purpose. Draw 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. We get some money. We'll have a couple money turns here, I think. Where we'll hopefully be able to buy some better spells. And it's me again. Okay, so let's just fire for 8 with this, taking them down to 40. And then we'll destroy a card in my discard pile. Yeah, let's get rid of this Oblivion Shard. It's overstayed its welcome. I'll keep the Spark in there. That's kind of fun. For discarding for that Dread Diamond I have. Maybe I get that going together. Not right now, of course. And then this one. I mean, again, there's only 1 card in the pile, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's do it. Let's deal 3 damage. We'll take him down to 37. 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage because of the sigil, or the open breach, sorry, the open breach. So 36. Okay, so we got lots of money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, what do you want? Conjure the Lost or Nova Forge? That relic will be a problem. Oh, I could get this relic also. So what do you guys think? I want to buy a big booming 6 card here. So we could do the whole cast a prep spell where we could cast one of those ones I have on 2 breaches and then play it again. Hey, John, how's it going? It's fun, John. It's so fun. I love this game. It's great solo, too. And co-op, obviously. While prepped, once per turn during your main phase, you may gain 2 ether and it can be used to gain a spell. So this can help me get more spells in the deck, and especially if I start destroying like the crystals. That'll be kind of some built-in resources, but it's only 4 damage. But then for 5 damage, you may destroy this if you Gravehold gains 4 life. I think that's more investing in the future. Gravehold has lost only 6 though, but I mean, I want this one because it's like flashy. But will it time properly? Where I get to actually use it to full effect? Maybe I'll go spells first. So let's see, what's Sai saying? If you want to go offense, get Vortex. If you want to go defense, get Lost. I'd say burn them. Bernardo says, I don't see the Nemesis doing too much damage to you, but Conjure the Lost is good. The Relic can help you be more aggressive. I would say the Relic too. Yeah, Bernardo, I'm down. Relic it is. I want to try it out. I've never used it before, so that's kind of cool. All right. So that's our money. Let's throw it in this way. Okay, draw 3, flip, draw 2 more. All right, nothing prepped. Uh-oh, I probably should have been buying more spells. Nemesis, let's see what he gets. A Mangle Root, which is on the basic deck, 12 health, persistent. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. This minion suffers 2 damage. He's 12 health. Oh man. Yep, maybe we should have brought the Conjure the Lost. he's gonna pound our base a bit. Let's see here, 6 and 6. Okay, let's shuffle it up. Yeah, so we don't need to do our ability anymore. Since we're playing solo, we can only do it twice, and it's kind of cool. It takes 6 to get it done, which seems like a lot, but I kind of feel forced with her cards she comes with, so it's kind of neat. You just like, it kind of makes you go like, usually I just buy spells and go nuts, and I forget about the ability, but in that case, I'm always like, well, I can spend it on the ability or breaches or buying resources, and against this guy, I just want anything that helps firepower. Because I have played before where you get a bunch of minions lined up, and it's like, yeah, you're screwed. Okay. So it's me again. Nothing to fire off. We got this awesome spell right here called Spark. This is going to blow his mind. We'll put this right here. Okay. I don't need to gain life yet. I can't focus anyone's breach. But I know you can play relics, right? You can play relics and just do as much as you want. Like, you don't have to hold those like you do with spells. So I will just leave that for some heal, I think. I could destroy it and just get it out of my deck, I guess. But I might regret that later when I need the health. So I have 4 resources. I'll just go for another one of these pyrotechnic surges. And load this up like so. And this I'll throw in last. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our Vortex Gauntlet. I'm sure I can use it with that spark, right? I'll keep the spark there and use it over and over again. That'd be awesome. Nope, I'm just kidding. I'll use this. Yeah. All right. Next, it's me. All right. So we are going to pop this off because I want these to play with. So I'll hit for 3. Drop that guy down to 9. Then on my main phase, I'm going to pop this Pyrotechnic Surge right here, which on a fire off will do 8 damage, putting him 1 away. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I got another Carbonize, but let's throw that here. Okay. So let's do the Vortex Gauntlet. Cast any player's prep spell, return that prep spell to the player's hand. So this will fire off 8, dropping this guy down to 1. And then I'll play it back out. Amazing. He's got 1 health. Let's see here. So he may discard to gain additional. I could get 4 by discarding this. Is that worth it? 4 can get me another spell. Yeah, I think that's fine. Whoops. So what I'll do is play this for 1, play this for 2, and I may discard a prep spell to get 1 additional, and I'm going to use that to get another Pyrotechnic Surge. And I'll throw that in there. Draw this, flip. Oh, I forgot to destroy a card in my discard pile. I'll just destroy one of these crystals when I fired off the surge. And that will go there. All right. Nemesis. So this guy's going to make Gravehold suffer 3 damage. Down to 21. And then he suffers 2. And he's dead. I forgot about that whole him going to destroy himself thing. It's making it too easy for me. Okay. And then we'll draw a card. And we got a Vault Behemoth for 9 health. Persistent. Any player suffers 2 damage. If this minion has 8 or less life, Umbra Titan loses a Nemesis token. So you kind of have to defeat this guy all in 1 turn, or hope in 2 turns without the Nemesis going in between your 2 turns. That's neat. All right. My turn. So I could do 8 on him, leave him down to 1, and the Nemesis still needs to go. So do I, though. Do I bother? Almost time to go all in on Nemesis. Yeah, I was thinking that. Suffers 2 damage. I might leave him alone right now, but then again, I'm just popping another one of these in and worry about him on a future turn. But leaving him at 1 health gets rid of a Nemesis token. That's not the worst. No, let's hit the Nemesis for 8. And we'll bring him down to 28. Okay, I'll prep this here. Nothing to destroy in the discard pile, unfortunately. And then I have 5 resources. Not enough to get the bigger spells, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just take another Pyrotechnic Surge, I guess? Yep. Yep, seems good. And Nemesis. All right, so I suffer 2 damage. Where's the 3? So I'm down to 8. Yes, I started at 10. Okay. And then, so it's a Morbid Gyre, power 1. And if this pops off, unleash twice, the players collectively discard 3 cards in hand. And I guess that would be all me discarding. Okay. So next is me. All right. So again, I could do 8 to this guy. Do I gamble and just say whatever? Nah, I'll leave him there. He's fine. I still have enough health. So I will pop 8 off again on the boss. Down to 20. And what I'll do is destroy a crystal out of my discard pile. And then on my turn, throw a Pyrotechnic Surge in there. Carbonize here. Spark here. I will destroy this to gain 3 life, but that'll just gain me 2. That's fine. And I got 1 awesome crystal, which I will... I don't think it matters. I don't have the 7 for this. I'll just play it and lose it. Whatever. Nothing to spend it on. All right. Draw 3, 4, 5. Shuffle. All right. So it's me. Okay. Guys, 20 health left. I could do 8 plus 4 is 12, 13, 14. Okay, let's just do, we'll do this one first, where it deals 2 damage to this guy. Drop him down to 7, if I can find the 1. Then I'll pop off a Pyrotechnic Surge, which will do 8 more. Definitely kills this guy. And then it'll let me discard this, or destroy this Spark. So I don't have that in my deck anymore. Okay. This deal 3. Yeah, let's do it. We'll deal 4 damage to the boss, taking him down to 16. And that'll let me look at the top card. It's me. I'll just leave it. And now, Pyrotechnic Surge, Vortex Gauntlet. I'll play this one for 8 damage. Back to my hand. I won't destroy a card in my thing. So this drops it down to 8 health. And then I'll prep it again. And I have 3 resources. I mean, sure. I could grab these. Let's see. When you gain this on your turn, you may spend 2. If you do, an ally also gains volcanic. Oh, I see. So I could have spent 2 to grab this. Gets me 2 more. Then I have 3. Whatever. Let's just grab another Dread Diamond. And we'll throw the money in with it. I doubt I'll get to the 7 needed to get rid of that, but I think we'll just kill him in time anyway. Yeah, I have enough here. And I'm going next. It's over. What am I even talking about? Why am I even playing still? All right, draw, my turn. 8 damage. Boom. And he's dead. Booyah. Ahmed, how's it going? Anyone play Clank Legacy? I haven't. Maybe some people in the chat have. I want to get it. I want to play it eventually on the channel. Looking forward to it. It looks a complicated game, but prefer Tainted Grail mechanics. What's he saying? Oh, you're talking about this game being complicated looking. No, this is pretty tame. This is pretty tame. Compared to the Tainted Grail puzzle of combat in that game, where you sit there for like 2 minutes staring at your hand, trying to connect chains off. This is like, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You only have like 5 cards to choose from, and you're just gonna go with it. But yeah, Tainted Grail combat can get crazy. All right. So let's clean it up. We're going to set up the next one. We're going to do a deck randomizer here to set us up, which I have linked this deck randomizer in the description below. It just doesn't have New Age on it, so I don't know if that like isn't compatible or something, or the programmers are lazy, or they just didn't want to pay the guys to add to the website yet. But yeah. All right, so what we're going to do, let's just clean up here. Let's throw our stuff back. And we're going to take on the Hollow Crown next. And we're going to switch up our market here. We're going to keep the same Breach Mage. But we'll switch up our Nemesis. So starter card, Breach Ore. That goes here. Okay. Got our breaches all reset. Our health 10. Charges. Get rid of these tokens. Okay. I'm going to undo this deck. So we're just going to separate out the basic ones and the Umbra Titans cards by level here. Okay, so there's his 9 cards. The Umbra Titan are out. Okay, now the basic ones, we'll put these back with the original basics, all level 1s, all our level 2s, and all our level 3 basics. And then we grab this guy's, actually we can see here. So we're going to grab his level 1s, his level 2s for the Hollow Crown, and level 3s. And then for solo, there's like a little tier system here. So basic Nemesis cards to be added. We're playing 1 player. So in the tier 1 section, you're going to shuffle in 1 basic, 3 tier 2 basics, and 7 tier 3 basics. And then we'll shuffle those up and kind of stack them in that order. So here's all the different level 1 basics, and we're only going to get 1 of them. So it's going to shuffle with the 3 level 1s that he has. Oops. Okay, 1. And then the level 2 basics, we're going to get 3 of these. So lots of choice, lots of variability. This like will change up the feel too, I'm sure. Like sometimes we'll get a little more minions, sometimes it's more attack heavy, sometimes it's more power heavy, sometimes they synergize more with the Nemesis. So put 3 of those there. And then we need to take all but 1 of the level 7s. So we'll just take this one out, throw the rest in. And now we'll shuffle up the bottom. So this is the level 3 of the Nemesis mixed with the basic. This is 10 cards. And this will make the bottom of his deck. Then we take the level 2, 3 of his, 3 of the basics. And we'll shuffle these in, throw them on the next part of the deck. And then the 1 basic with the 3 Nemesis level 1s. Whoops. And we'll throw that on top. And then this guy also has some additional setup. So he's a 5 difficulty, so he's a 2-step up. So you're going to shuffle all the Acolyte cards together and place them face down to form the Acolyte deck, which are these cards here. The Acolyte deck shows the Hollow Crown art on them. These are a bunch of 11 health Acolytes. Creepy looking. These guys basically are, isn't this guy an Anonymous? Isn't he a hacker? I think these are all the hackers from Anonymous right here. That guy especially right there. Well, these are the Acolytes. Sai says, I shared a picture of my Aeons End on your Facebook. I love this game. I was kidding about the shuffling. No, I know you were, Sai. I know you were. I was totally kidding too. I was playing with you. All right. And Barros, oh, he's talking about Ahmed. Okay. All right. So there's the Acolyte deck. Yeah. And then we're going to shuffle these up. We'll set up our market. Oh, shoot. I forgot a level 2 basic. Oh, well, this one's not in the game. Whoops. Whoops. I'll set this to 30. And the health on this guy. Hold on. Draw 2 cards from the Acolyte deck and put them in play. So we'll look at them. We got Edris Trag, Blood Magic. Any player suffers 2 damage. Then if that player has 5 life or less, this minion suffers 2 damage. And then we got this guy, Solara, Blood Magic. Any player discards 2 cards in hand. This minion suffers 3 damage. Okay, we'll give them health in a sec. So that's a draw the 2. And then the next setup part we need when playing with beginner rules. No, we don't care about that. All right, Unleash. So this guy has 1 health. That's all we got to do is hit him for 1, right? And he's dead, right? Oh, wait, what's this say? Hollow Crown cannot be dealt damage. Well, okay. Unleash. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the highest life. So they're both at 11 right now, but I guess it's the one that has the least damage, I assume. That's what that means. Because they're all 11, so... but if there's a tie, I guess you choose. And then when there are no Acolytes in play at the end of any turn, the players win the game. So that's the way we can win, is just destroy these guys. We have to get through the whole deck. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Acolytes. 9 Acolytes. But when an Acolyte's discarded, place it in the Acolyte discard pile and draw a new one. So I guess every time you defeat them, another one will just come right back out. And then it says, when multiple blood magic effects will be resolved at the same time, resolve them in order, starting with the Acolyte that has been in play the longest. Okay, hopefully I remember that. And then when a player is exhausted, Gravehold suffers 4 damage instead of unleashing twice. Resolve the rest of the on-exhaust effects. Okay, so let's give him his 1 health that we'll never, ever be able to modify. We'll just throw it up here for now. Okay. All right, let's do our market. So yeah, basically 99 life. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's basically what he has. But, oh, Bernardo, but here's the thing. I played this earlier today, and there are some effects where, like, I damage one of these guys down to, like, 1 health, and then a card comes off that says, take the one with the lowest life, put it on the bottom of the Acolyte deck, and draw a new one. So, like, even though you did a whole bunch of life on it, or damage, you have to fight it again. Or some of them heal up 10. So, it's more like 130 life is basically what happened to me today. But we'll see. It's more than just 99. But some of them hurt themselves. That's the other problem. Some of them hurt themselves, so it's still like more than 100 life though, for sure. But, all right. So let's go to our randomizer. So War Eternal. I like this setup, the whole 1 relic that's cheaper than 4, 1 that's 4, and then any other one. And then we get any relics, and then a nice mix of costs of spells. I don't know. That's just the one I pick was, I guess I click it here. There we go. So we'll just ignore the mages it's asking us to use and the Nemesis, and we'll just go to the cards. So we already got Volcanic Glass. We got Breach Ore already, so it's a little bit of a switch up. And we'll grab that other one, Frozen Magmite. Oh, I played with this one before, yeah. Frozen Magmite, gain 2, and then you may place the next card you gain on top of your deck. I like effects like that in deck building games. Actually, we'll move this one over because they'll put the 3 costs together. So some cheap relics, not bad. Okay, so that's, or I mean some cheap gems, sorry, gems. And then for relics, Karen Compass. Any ally may prep a spell in their discard pile to their open or closed breaches. Any player may prep a spell in their discard. That's kind of neat. Some more spell recursion stuff. Okay, and then what's the other one? Fiend Catcher for 3. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Reveal the top card of the turn order deck. If you revealed a Nemesis turn order card, you may place that card on the bottom of the turn order deck. Okay, that's interesting. But we lose our cool 6-cost Vortex Gauntlet. But the Karen Compass, however you say it, we'll be able to kind of get some spells recurred out of our discard pile. And Nova Force is staying. Okay, and then we got a 7-cost one called Equilibrium. Will I ever be able to afford that? Who knows? But what it does is, while prepped, when you suffer damage, reduce that damage by 1 to a minimum of 1, and then on cast it deals 4. So it's kind of like a shield. That's cool. What else we got? Carbonize. We already have that. And Jagged Lightning. I think I played with that one already before. Where is it? Jagged Lightning. 4 cost. Jagged Lightning says, cast, deal 3 damage, and then you may discard a card in your hand. If you do, a player focuses their closed breach with the lowest focus cost. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's see how different this feels. Boom. All right, so let's get our hand set up. Oblivion Shard, 2 shards, 2 crystals, and then we need 4 crystals and a spark on the bottom. And that is our deck in that exact order. I think everything is set up other than these guys getting their awesome sauce 11 health. Stupid jerks. Yep, I think we're good. All right. Okay, so let's draw a turn order card. Here we go. Hollow Crown. Let's try and take him down. All right, my turn first. Okay, so what did we do last time? We opened our 2 breaches, popped down our 2 sparks. So okay start. We could get 2 charges going, hold a spark. I don't know, I like that start I had. Jagged Lightning we could get. And get some spells stuff going quick, I think might be good. Oh, I can't use it to purchase spells. Can't use it to purchase spells. That's why I always get stuck here. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to play for 4, and we'll just open this breach. Pop these down. Okay. Draw 5 cards. Done. Nemesis. All right, he got Beseech. Place the Acolyte in play with the lowest life on the bottom of the Acolyte deck. Draw an Acolyte, then unleash. So who do I want to deal with later? So this guy is any player suffers 2 damage. Then if that player has 5 life or less, the minion suffers 2 damage. Or this minion suffers 2 damage. Or any player discards 2 cards in hand, and this minion suffers damage. I mean, discarding cards out of hand is annoying. That could really slow me down. And I'm okay with that coming later, actually, when I have junk in hand I want to get rid of. So I'm going to throw him on the bottom and get a new one. And this one is Mord. So he is Blood Magic, Gravehold suffers 3 damage, or any player loses a charge, Gravehold suffers 1 damage, and this minion suffers damage. Well, making me lose charges is annoying, but we can let Gravehold take a beating. And then Unleash. Resolve the Blood Magic effect of the Acolyte with the highest life. So I can choose either one, because they're both tied. I can't choose the aura about losing a charge, because I don't have one. I could just let Gravehold suffer 3 damage. Yeah, let's just let Gravehold suffer 3 damage. I don't really have a way to heal Gravehold, though. Or heal myself? Oh, this might be trouble. Uh-oh. I just realized No, there is no heal right now, so this might be a little rough. Yep. The mat. So the mat is, it's the first mat I ever bought for board gaming. I actually bought it for X-Wing before FFG started making mats for X-Wing. I just played X-Wing. When it first came out, I started buying it all just to play casually at home, and I wanted a cool mat to play with on the table. So this one was bought from Cool Stuff Inc. like the first year X-Wing came out. So whenever the hell that was, like a long time ago. And then like the next year, FFG started coming out with like official Star Wars ones, and I was like a little ticked, but because I didn't know they were going to make those. But yeah, it looks nice for certain board games. I felt it was a good theme for this one. Kind of like the spacey, I don't know, it's got like a fantasy space theme thing to it. So I figured, yeah, let's play on this purple mat and have some fun. It might look a little cheesy, but I like it. All right. Okay. But it's just a 3x3. If you look up like X-Wing mats, or I guess people use them for like Star Trek, whatever the Star Trek version. Whoa! Benjamin. Haley, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but thank you for subscribing. Huge appreciation. Thank you for the support. And we're going to turn that volume down on the computer. Scare the crap out of me. All right. Okay. So, that is that, right? We did all that. We did... Oh, we're going to choose the effect. We did suffer 3 damage for this, right? That was all. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Next. Myself. Well, I'm just going to fire off one of these to open up. I mean, we could use it to make one of these not the highest. Let's just hit this guy. Take him down to 10. So that way this guy's the highest. Okay. And then we'll put this spark here. And we have 4 to spend. Let's get Jagged Lightning going so we can start focusing on breaches fast and get some damage output going. So I'll buy that for 4 and put those in there. Flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me again. So we do have 2 spells, but are we going to focus anything anyway? No, I think I'm going to start buying charges. So let's do 2 more damage to this guy. And we'll play these. We'll do 2 charges. And then we will pop a Jagged Lightning and a Spark in there. And we'll throw these in here like so. Now we got to flip. Okay. Me again. All right, let's do 3 damage on this guy. And I can discard a card in hand to focus a breach with the lowest cost. I will discard a spark because I want the 4 resources here. So we'll focus this one. And with the 4, I think... could do another Jagged Lightning and get it flowing. I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's just keep doing that and maybe we'll get our breaches open super fast. Let's do this. Flip. Okay. Yep. All right. Next. Nemesis. Enslave. Resolve the blood magic effect of each acolyte in play without those acolytes suffering damage from their blood magic effects. Okay. So we have to do it in order of... Oh, the acolyte has been played the longest. So we just go left to right. Okay, so any player suffers 2 damage. I guess that'll be me. Then, if that player has 5 or less life, this minion suffers 2. But obviously it would overwrite that even if I was less than 5 health, but I'm not. So, I don't know, I'm tilting here. This thing slides around a lot. Need like sticky pads on the bottom of these Breach Mage little cardboard mats. They're really slippery on the neoprene. All right. And then this guy will fire off. Gravehold either suffers 2 damage or I lose a charge. Gravehold only suffers 1 damage. Then this guy suffers 1, but he wouldn't take it. I don't really want to lose charges, to be honest. Gravehold. You can take 3 more damage. Although, I don't have a way to heal Gravehold, so let's revert that to just taking 1, and I'll lose a charge, I guess. And then he doesn't suffer any damage. Okay, he's done. Yeah, getting the charges earlier might be a good strategy, but yeah, I just don't want... I look over and Gravehold's like so low and I have no way to recover from it. And I'll regret that decision early that I just did there. Alright, so I could do like 1 damage here. I do have 2 spells. I kind of want the charges on these ones. Yeah, so let's do 1 damage here, down to 4. Then I will prep and prep. And then for 4 of these, I will just get 2 charges. Okay, draw 5. Me again. Okay, so let's do a Jagged Lightning for 3 damage. Whoops. And I'll discard a card from hand. Let's go with... I want to get some resources going soon, I think. So what I will discard is a Spark. And that'll let me focus my cheapest breach. And then I'll put a... oh, sorry. I have to fire this one off. I want to kill this guy. And he'll make another Acolyte come into play, though. And this guy is Bezu. Bizou. Gravehold and this minion suffer 1 damage for each spell prepped by the player with the most prep spells. Well, I'm glad I got that now before I even can really prep much. But if I don't get rid of him, he can be a pain in the butt after a while. Okay, so throw a Jagged Lightning, I think, yep. And then I said I want to buy, let's buy a Frozen Magmite. I like this whole putting the next card you purchase on top of your deck thing later. And then I'll throw these in there with it. Draw 1, flip my deck, 4 more. Nemesis. Minion. This is a basic one. Catacomb Drone. Persistent. Unleash. Gravehold suffers 1 damage. Alright, so it's not the worst. But the unleashing thing, triggering one of these guys, then triggering the 1 damage. Right now they're tied, so Gravehold could suffer more damage, or Gravehold suffers more damage. There's a lot of Gravehold suffering damage that we got to break up. So we go next. So if we discard something, I feel like if I hit this guy for 3, he has 2 left. If I can get this open with a +1, or get these making a +2, let's see what I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 shy of getting all the charges, or I can spend that 5 to just straight up open this one. I think let's do that. So what we're going to do is we'll fire off... Oh, but then we don't get to do the... Oh, we can do the Jagged Lightning to focus this to make it cheaper to 3. We'll discard a crystal. Spend... Oh, but then we have just 1 spare. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so we'll do 3 damage here. Okay, we'll discard a card. We'll just discard a crystal. And that'll let us focus. Okay. Then we'll spend... I guess we'll just play 4 worth. We'll just open this one. And then we'll throw this down on it. So we have the 2 damage to hopefully finish that guy off. Assuming nothing goes wrong before that. Okay. Nemesis. So unleash. So we can choose. Can lose a charge, take 1 damage. This one, Gravehold and this minion suffer damage for each spell in the prep. I think this one's fine. So this guy will take a damage. Gravehold will take a damage. Okay. And then this one, Gravehold suffers damage, yes. And we'll draw a card. We got a Throne Watch, Persistent. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the lowest life. That Acolyte suffers 1 damage. So this guy kind of like makes them work and then hurts them. Look, here's the minion wall that I was expecting before in the last minion fight, but it's come and haunted us here. Oh, did I roll it up? Did I go the wrong way, Doris? Should I have gone down to 24? Yeah, let me know. I might have made a mistake there. I see you saying you just healed Gravehold for the first time. Did I go the wrong way? Should it be at 24? Just let me know. Okay. Yeah, it should be. I think so, right? Yeah, I went from 26 to 27 to 27 to 26. Oh, did I? Oh, wow. Okay, so it should be at, if I was at 26, should have went to 25. And then, yeah, so it should be at 24, right? I think. Woo! All right. Coffee time? All right. Okay. So we're done him. My turn. So yeah, let's just do the 2 on this guy. Let's get rid of this one. Okay. So it's like crazy. I'm trying to get rid of Acolytes, but like I gotta also hit these guys sometimes, just get rid of them because they trigger off Acolytes. So it's like, not only do I have to get rid of all these guys, but I gotta get rid of like other minions too. It's a lot of damage required. And I don't really have much of it going yet. So yeah. All right. Okay. So I can get 3 money worth here, which is not enough for the charges. I could get more resources. I feel like I'm kind of short there, but like I want to get spells. But yeah, I'll just use this to get a frozen Magmite. Oh, I can place it on top of my deck actually, thanks to this ability. I'll throw a Jagged Lightning in here, 2 sparks here. Draw 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not singing as much as this last game for sure. Thank you, Doris, for the help, by the way. Try to play quickly sometimes, and I feel like sometimes I drag along, so I try to speed up, and then, yeah, I do dumb things like move the dial the wrong way. And you know what it is? Every game, sometimes the dial goes like different directions, the different games I play. It's like I mindlessly will like roll it the wrong way and for some reason, not even like looking at the numbers. Just like, I think this is down. Yep, okay. Derp. All right. Next. Nemesis. Okay. Nothing. This guy. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the lowest life, which is this guy by 1. Gravehold and his minions suffer 1 damage. Right way. And this guy suffers 1. Where's the 3? Oh, for each prep spell the player has. I should have read the rest of the card. So I need 2 more off this one. And 2 more off this guy. Oh, and then that Acolyte suffers a damage. So this guy's down to 6. Okay, now we'll draw a card. Chaos Flail. So it's going to get power 2. And unleash twice. Any player places their discard pile on top of their deck and shuffles it. Then the player reveals the top 2 cards of their deck and destroys the most expensive card revealed. Okay, fun. Not the worst. I don't really have any super expensive stuff in my deck yet, but I mean, that could just destroy like some of my only spells I have. But we got some time, I guess, on that. All right. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. So again, this is going to fire off. So 3 more damage to Gravehold, taking it down to 18. This guy will hit himself for 3, and then this guy makes him hit himself again. Down to 2. And this one loses a power. And Unleash. So the one with the highest is this guy. I will lose a charge. Gravehold suffers 1 damage, and this guy suffers a damage. And then it says the Acolyte with the lowest life gains 10 life. Oh my god! Resolve the Acolyte's blood magic effect. Really? This, oh my god, that's so rough. So he gets 10 life back. So he's at 2. So he'll go to 12. I guess he's full health again, right? 11. Can only go up to his max health. And then Gravehold will suffer another 3 damage. And this guy will suffer another 3 damage for all the prep spells I have. That sucks. Yeah, this is going bad. Wow, look at Gravehold already. That's crazy. Okay. That was that card. So I'm done his turn, right? Yeah. B. At least I know I go 4 times in a row now. Right? Yeah, he went twice in a row. See, it sucks when that happens. He goes like kind of later in the first draw, and then he goes 2 more back to back. Sucks when that happens. Okay. It goes from like under control to out of control so quickly when that happens. Okay, so let's see here. I need to get these, like the charge thing, man. I've been falling so behind on it. I need to really switch my focus. Okay. Where to do the damage. So I do have a weird like 5 ether in hand, so I just want to spend 4 of it on charges, so I can toss from the Jagged Lightning to focus this breach. So let's do 3. I'll do it on this guy, and it's actually going to be 4 because of the open breach from there, and then I will discard a crystal to focus this. I'll slap. Should I do these other 2? Yeah, let's do these other 2. Kill him off. I don't have the 7 for this anyway. Let's throw this one here, Jagged Lightning down. And then for the 4, we're just going to get 2 charges. And throw those in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try to get powered up here before he gets going again. Try to get rid of some of this junk. Okay. So off this one. Oh, we know we're next, right? Yeah. Okay. So for 4 damage, let's go with this guy. Okay. Should we discard a card and focus a breach? Let's see. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to get our ability here. And we can put one of these down in a +2, so I think that's good. So we say we have 6, we only need 4 of it. So yeah, let's toss this. We'll focus off that Jagged Lightning. Then we'll spend 4 to get our last 2 charges. And then we'll pop our ability off. We'll destroy. It doesn't really matter in this one. There's none of those ones that need adjacent breaches from the spell deck. So we'll just do the first one. Last time I did the second one, so that it was beside another one that had a +1. But I don't really think it matters in this market setup, which is kind of cool. Okay, so we got the +2 damage there. We're going to throw a spark right in there. And this one we'll just spend to get it out of our hand. And we'll draw, flip. All right, should be me again. Yep. All right, so for 3 damage on this guy. So we got to keep our prep spells a little lower. I can't go crazy because that hurt me a lot by this guy getting to fire off multiple times. I was kind of dumb to lay all that stuff down like that. I should have played more around that, especially since I can't really heal Gravehold. Kind of fell into that. All right, let's throw a Jagged Lightning right in the +2. Yeah, see, I want to do it again. I'm going to do it again right now. I'm feeling like I should. I'll put 1 down. And then these 2 crystals will just be spent to get a charge. And that way I have the option of choosing this cheaper, I lose a charge, Gravehold will only suffer 1 damage, and this minion will hurt himself. I'll leave that charge kind of there for that, but if I can get my other breach blown up, that'd be great too. Hold this spark. Okay. Oh, but I know I'm going next, right? Yeah, so I should just have played this. Yeah, because I already know he's gone twice. I'm being dumb. So I should draw 1 more card. Yep. Yep. Don't hold the spark. That was silly. Forgot about the turn order deck. Okay, so my turn again, right? Did I draw? All right. So how do we do this? So let's see, crystals. We have 5, which is kind of an awkward number-ish. We need 6s and 7s at some point, but I don't know about getting these. So let's do Jagged Lightning for 5 damage. Let's do it here. And we'll discard a crystal to focus this breach and it'll open. Because it was on its last legs there. So that's the last time I guess we're doing that. So we'll do, who's the worst? Yeah, we'll do 2 damage and 1 damage to finish off this one. And that will bring it out this guy. Rengoda. Blood Magic. Any player suffers 2 damage, or any player suffers 1 damage and discards the most expensive card in hand. Fun times. Okay, let's throw a Jagged Lightning down. And then I have 4. Could get another spell going. That might be good now that I have so many breaches open, actually. Or I get a resource. Another Frozen Magmite. Or I go Charge City. No, let's use the 4 for a resource. So I have 4. If I spend 3 of it on this, I get 2 extra. Okay, let's try this. Let's get an injection of money here. So a Volcanic Glass. When I gain this on your turn, you may spend 2 extra ether. So that I spent 3 on that. So now I have 3 more. If I do, I'll get an extra one of those on top of my deck. So I will spend the other 3 to get a Frozen Magmite. Oh, this will actually go on top of my deck, right? Because if I use this 3 for it, and then this one's purchased with the other 3, and then I get this on top of the deck. Pretty sure I did that right. And then we'll discard in this order. And we're trying to get some bigger spells if we can. Especially the ones where it protects us from taking hits ourselves, especially after this guy's shown up. When you buy a card from the market, it gets activated that turn. Volcanic Glass, when you gain this on your turn, you may spend 2 ether. So this happens like, yeah, when you gain it. And if you do, an ally also gains Volcanic Glass and places on top of their deck, which in solo, you're the ally that would get hit by that. And then when you play it later, it's just a 2. So you only do any of this text when you buy it. The rest of it, like now it's just this after that. All right. Okay, so that was my turn. But you had 4 ether to spend, right? So how can you spend 2 more? I had 4 ether. I spent 3 of it to buy that card. Oh, Doris, you don't know. Okay, sorry. So I generated 4 ether to my pool. I spent 3 of it on that card, which left me with 1. This gave me 2 more, which then I spent that 3 that I had kind of floating there in my pool on this frozen Magmite. And because I spent it, it allowed me to get another volcanic glass. So if I let that extra ether just go to waste, I wouldn't have got a second volcanic glass. And that first volcanic glass went to the top of my deck because I used this ability off this. You may place the next card you gain on top of your deck. So that's how I got that little like chain to fire off. Sorry, Doris. I thought you were like calling me out on like messing up the rules or something. And I could be, but I'm pretty sure I did that okay. So yeah. All right. But I appreciate the questions. Ask away. Call me out. It's all good. All right. So this is Jagged Lightning Time for 5 damage. I'll do it to this one. Okay. I won't discard a card. I have no breaches to open. Okay. So these are 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 as long as I don't use it on a spell. But if I don't count the Oblivion right now, so this gets me 2 ether, 4 ether, 6 ether, 7 ether, and this will go on the top of our deck thanks to the Frozen Magmite. Okay, so that spends 7. I'll generate 2 more, but this cannot be used on a relic or a spell. I'll just use it on a charge. And let's throw this in an order where all of it's kind of, all the juicy ether is all together. So we have a big spend turn like that. I'll draw off the top of my deck. I don't think you gain 2 while buying, only when playing it later. When you gain this on your turn, you may spend 2 ether. And I think it's saying like if you spend the 2 ether, like don't let it go to waste, like you actually use it on something. If you do, any ally also gains a volcanic glass and places it on top of their deck. I don't think you gain 2 while buying, only when playing it later. But it says right there when you gain this on your turn. You can't, so Doris is asking, you can't spend the ether you used to buy the card, correct? Yeah, I had 4, I spent 3, I'm down to 1. This card, when I gained it on my turn, gave me 2 more, that's 3. Okay, I spend that 2, so I spent this and 1 extra I had, so I spent 3 total. So I did use this full effect, and if I did, I spent the 2, I spent more than 2. Any ally also gains volcanic glass. And in solo, I'm the ally, so I gain that and put it on top of my deck. So Sai, what are you saying here? You pay for the card and can spend an extra 2 to give another to yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, right? So basically you can spend 5 to gain 2 volcanic glasses. Guzumi, no, you have to pay / spend 2 extra for the ability for an ally to gain a card. Let's look it up. We can look it up. I'm curious. Volcanic. I want to make sure I'm playing it right, because we are streaming tomorrow too. Volcanic glass, Aeons, and let's see if there's like a rules. Let's see. So when you gain this on your turn, you may spend 2 ether. If you do, any ally also gains a volcanic glass placed on top of the deck, gain 2 ether. I might have been playing this wrong. When it says spend 2 ether, you must already have 2 additional ether to spend. Oh, okay. Starting your turn with 5 available, third turn of the game, best case? Or does the card give you 2 more to spend? Yeah, see, this is where I'm confused too. I don't know if I assume it's giving me 2 more to spend. I realize it's worded differently than Bloodstone, which says gain 3 upon purchasing the card, not spend. And gaining 2 instantly a free gem would be powerful, thanks. Let's see. It doesn't give you 2 ether. It opens a window in which you can spend 2 to gain a second copy of this card. What isn't clear enough, though, is whether you're allowed to play cards from your hand before the card's effect is fully resolved. Gain 2 is only when you play the card from your hand. Yeah, that part I understand, not from the market. Trying to see if there's like official. Another thing to be noted that I don't think has been, unless I'm mistaken, the second copy of Volcanic Glass, which you acquire for an ally, is also placed on top of their deck. So it is 1 bought at a 1 discount, and 2 for an ally, and 3 draw accelerated. Okay. Either way, I think we got it. Yes, I think I did do it wrong then, because I thought it was giving me 2 to spend. But yes, the templating in this game, it's telling me to spend 2, but I need to have the 2. I see. I thought it was giving me 2. That's where the understanding was messed up. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we fix this? I don't even know which ones are in my hand and which ones. So I bought 2, right? They're right here. So this one was just for reading. Okay. So I had 4. I could have bought 1, but then I couldn't have spent 2 to get the extra 1. So what I would do, but then that doesn't let me buy the Equilibrium card, which I'm about to draw. So we can roll that back. And on that turn, yeah, it's a little messy. So then I wouldn't have bought those at all. I'd bought a Frozen Magmite, but that would have drawn me 1 more into my deck, which would have been a Spark. So a Spark would have been played and be stuck there. And I wouldn't have had enough to buy this on the next turn. I would have only saw a Volcanic Glass and a Spark instead, or sorry, a Frozen Magmite and instead of a Frozen Magmite and a Spark instead of 2 Volcanic Glasses. So I couldn't afford this. So that would have been 2 less. So I would only had 5 spare floating that I didn't spend. So let's just do 2 charges and I'll just lose 1 ether. I think that should correct it. Doris, no, thank you. I would have been playing it. I played this completely wrong this morning then by doing that. I don't know when I had that though, if I even bought any, but I have played with this card once before and I don't think we used it right then. Because I was thinking this was gaining, like it's telling you spend 2 ether, like thanks card. I was assuming it was giving me 2. No, Doris, no worries, no worries. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. That's awesome. I love when that happens in a stream. It's great. Card that would give you instant ether would cost 8 to be balanced. Yeah, I'm realizing that now. Okay, so that should be sitting there. I think we're good. I think I rolled back, kind of like got what we should be at. All right, so now I'm drawing at the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So yes, no equilibrium in the deck, unfortunately. I got too crazy there. Okay. Let's go. So it's me again. Let's do 3 and just finish off this guy. Another Acolyte will come off the deck. We'll slide these over. Trying to fix our decks here. I keep bumping everything. All right, so what's this guy do? We have Holodran. Blood Magic. 2 different players each suffer 1. So I would take both because I'm playing solo. So I'd base this guy's doing 2 damage to me every time he fires off. Yeah, that could get out of control quickly. So we need to get rid of that guy. Okay. Okay, so let's throw down a Jagged Lightning. We don't have enough to get our other 2 sparks. Man, I want one of those bigger spells. Oh, this is so rough. Yeah, this might be a bad choice, but I'm going to get another Frozen Magmite. Oh, sorry. That is wrong. I'm all thrown off now. All right. So I buy that. And this will go here. And then these will go in the discard pile. 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably should have been destroying cards in my discard pile. That might be useful. All right. Let's see. Nemesis. All right, so this is firing off. Unleash twice. So the highest life is this guy. 2 different players each suffer a damage. And he'll do it again. Still the highest, yep. So bang, and I'm down to 4 just like that. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Any player places their discard pile on top of their deck and shuffles it. Oh, I guess just put it on here and shuffle the whole deck. Then I reveal the most... Hey, Sai, I'm shuffling. Just joking. I think it was Sai who said it. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think it was. All right, so I'll shuffle up here, and then we reveal the top 2, and we destroy the Frozen Magmites, and put this one back. All right, shuffly. So we got a what's this? Infernal Domain to discard. Spend 8 ether, power 2, draw an Acolyte, resolve the Blade Magic effect of each Acolyte in play without those Acolytes suffering damage from their effects. That one's bad. That's bad. So can we get 8 spend before that? I don't know, after we just lost a Frozen Magmite. Ugh. Okay. Argo. Let's see. What do I have? 2, 4. I have 6 in my hand. I could hold it, hoping to draw into more money. That might be a good call. All right. So let's do 5. Yeah. Let's do 5. Actually, we'll do it in this, yeah, this order. 5 here, down to 1. No. Let's leave that guy at 6, right? Let's do 5 here. This guy needs to go. I'm going to die. We'll do 2 more to him. Hopefully he doesn't heal up. It's a risk. That's a big risk. We'll throw down a Spark, which is 1 short of beating him. Oh. Okay. So we have 6. And we could gain the Nova Force. Yeah, let's gain a Nova Force. We can put it on top of our deck. Yep. Please be me. Nope. Nemesis. So we lose a power here. Oh, that's going to be bad. Unleash. So we will say I suffer 1 down to 3. And discards the most expensive card in hand. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Or I could just suffer 2 damage. Do I do that? I know I'm going next. That would be... it doesn't matter, really. The players collectively discard 2 prep spells. Any player suffers 2 damage. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting riggedy wrecked here. No way to heal. Oh, this is going bad now. Very out of control. All right. Such a different game. Okay. Then it's me, I think, right? Yep. So I have 4. I'll just spend... I can't use it to get a spell or a relic, so I'm just going to get my last 2 charges, and then I'll do my ability to blow up this breach and turn it into a +2. And just hope he doesn't go again. 5. Yeah, it's tough with these acolytes. They're rough. Yes, I agree, Sai. Like, you want to kill them, but then you don't know the next effect on the next one. And then if an unleash happens, like, will it be a worse effect than what's in play? There's like a mini game here of like making their health at a certain amount, but then sometimes a card comes off that says, do the one with the least health or heal it up and stuff. And it's like, do you work on one or do you spread the damage? It's like very risky. I don't know. It's like I haven't solved that little puzzle yet and figured out the best way. And it also depends how they it also depends how they come off the deck too. Like they can come in different orders where later effects hurt you more, or sometimes the early effects aren't really as harsh. All right. Let's hit this guy for 3. All right. Throw a Jagged Lightning in there. So I have 6 total, and I could put a card on top of my deck. We can try this Nova Forge again, which I think we should probably do. Or I need 8 for this. I can look at my discard pile, right? No, I'd have to draw. I wouldn't get deep enough to get 8. Yeah, if I instead held, if I even discarded 2, I held these 2. If I held these 2, I'd draw 3, which would only get me 2 more. Yeah, there's no way I can get those 2 to come along. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'll not be able to stop this. Yeah, that may kill me. We'll see. Okay, so that was what I did. I throw those in there. Done. So I bought the Nova Force. So we'll draw that Nova Force. Okay, it's me again. All right. I might have a shot. Okay. Okay, we'll deal 5. And we'll get rid of this guy. The next one comes out. And it's Lurzan, the Player with the lowest life suffers damage. Oh, come on. All the player... I had all the Gravehold stuff come out already. Now all the player damaging stuff has all come out in a flurry. Who shuffled this deck, man? All right. Okay. Wish I could spend 8 to get rid of this. Really bad. Really, really bad. All right. So let's do Nova Force. That can get us sick. We can defeat this guy with just those. And this one, it's not enough. This guy just needs 3. This guy needs 11. But we need this guy gone more importantly. I don't know. Let's do it like that, I guess. So we'll use a spark to kill that guy next. Hopefully he's gone. And then we'll start working on the next guy, which probably will be his replacement. Because this one only making me suffer 1 damage isn't the worst. This one I also suffer damage and destroy the most expensive card in hand. Oh, discard. Discard the most expensive card in hand. Yeah. Did I do that right last? Yeah, I think I did that right last time. Okay. All right, so we prepped up. And we got 4. Do I hold it? Do I hold this hoping I just get 4 more resources? Is it possible? Or will the Nemesis just go and I look like an idiot for holding this? I'm going to hold it. I was going to say, hey, Rob, it's just too easy with 4 turn cards, but now I'm biting my tongue. Bernardo, it's like all over the place. I remember the first stream I did 3 cards. I crushed it, and people are like, you're only playing with 3? You should be playing with 4. I then switched it to 4, and the next play, I got stomped. I don't think it does change the difficulty, obviously, but I think that how the decks come off and the market and your mage and stuff, that I think, and just how the turn order deck spits out, because just a couple back-to-back Nemesis turns, like 3 in a row, and you're like, ugh, no matter how many turn order cards you have, it's, yeah, I think it prevents that from happening as often, but yeah. I think these spells, like this mix of spells, I have no healing. No healing in the market's kind of like showing now. And this messing up my charges kind of slowed me down in getting this going. I don't know, I maybe should have been using Fiend Catcher a little more to destroy cards out of my deck, some of those crystals to kind of get, and sparks to get my, so I would be at the point now where I'd have more economy in hand and more bigger spells hitting off more often, repeatedly. My deck's kind of slow right now, and that's the problem. It didn't get going as quickly as it did last game. All right, so I'm gonna hold these. Yes, I'm gonna hold these. Hope I go next. Who's gone? Just me twice, so it's 50-50 shot. And it is me. All right. Whoops, I didn't draw. Okay. Did I get it? Did I get it? No. I'm at 6. Ugh. All right. Okay, so let's do what we said we're going to do. Let's go well prepped. Once per turn, oh, there's a well prepped effect, which I could have used last turn maybe to get another Nova Force. Whoops. Whoops. Maybe I'll use it this turn to get an Equilibrium, actually. I'll use this one. Maybe I'll leave both. I can get some big spells going that way. Yeah. Would it matter, though? Okay, let's try this. So let's fire off. Let's get some of these cards, the good ones, in. So we'll do... I'm just worried about a heal coming up. I'm worried I get this guy beaten down and then he just heals right back up. But I will still do it. Let's do 6 damage on this guy. Let's do 4 more damage on him, putting him to 1. Then let's do 3 damage with this spark to get rid of this one. I probably should have got rid of this guy first to see what actually was coming. Yes, rewind a little bit. Yes, let's rewind a little bit. Let's get this guy back to his full health, I think he was, right? Was he? I did 6. It's 4. Yeah, we'll leave that guy right now. We'll do the spark first to finish this guy. I want to see the next guy actually, because we're going to do a trigger off this soon of all the guys in play. I know the next guy won't be able to kill either, but maybe I want him closer to death than this guy. So knowledge is a better call, I think. So we got Navakas. Blood magic. Great Hole suffers 3 damage. This minion suffers 1. Okay, okay. So I could get him down to 1 health where he could kill himself on the next activation, which I think that is a good call. I think that is a good call. All right, so now I'll fire these off to do the 6 plus 4. It's 10. Bringing him down to 1. Yeah. So then when he does do Gravehold 3 damage, at least he'll be gone. Unless a card comes off here that heals him and I lose my mind. And you will see that live here on YouTube. Rob flipped the table. All right. So now, let's put a Nova Force in there. And let's remember, it's got a well-prepped effect. Once during your main phase, you may gain 2 ether. Gain 2 ether. See, it says gain right on there. That may only be used to gain a spell. All right. So 2, 2, 2 more, 6, 7, 8. I'll use this. And because the Frozen Magmites, I'll put it on top of my deck, right? I think that's right. All right. As much as I want to hold these to try to get the 8 to get rid of that, I think that's how we're going to roll. Have you heard or seen anything about the new Alter Quest game? Brandon, I heard about it. I saw it at Gen Con when they were demoing it. It looked pretty cool. I've reached out to them. I think I did. Or I'm going to. I have it on my list. I can't remember if I've done it. But I was going to reach out to them to see if there'd be any interest when the game's ready, if we can get a copy for the channel to play. But yeah, it does look interesting. I've never tried one of their games from the Sadler Brothers since they've been with Blacklist Games. But I do love Heroes of Tiranoth, which is a design by them, which is a cool game, a cool card game. I like that design. So, and from what I've seen from their games, that all use that deck building system, that deck modular system. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm down with fantasy games that have campaigns. I think that one has a campaign. I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see here. Yep. Nemesis time. Oh no. All right. Draw an Acolyte. So only 1 left in the deck, I think. So we got Kurgax. Gravenhold suffers 1 damage. Any player suffers 1 damage. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So that guy is in play. All right. Resolve the blood magic effect of each Acolyte in play without them suffering damage from their blood magic effects. Oh, so he's not even going to kill himself. Whoops. All right, we'll start with the left guy. The player with the lowest life suffers 1 damage. Boop. Okay, so when that happens, there's something here. When a player is exhausted, Gravehold suffers 4 damage instead of unleashing twice. Okay. Then destroy 1 of my breaches. Discard all my charge tokens. And there's no excess damage there, but any excess damage will hit Gravehold twice as hard, right? Okay. Okay, next guy. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. But that's regular damage, right? Only damage to me is ×2, I think, right? Yeah, I think so. So Gravehold will suffer 3 more, going down to 7. He doesn't suffer any damage to himself. Gravehold suffers 1 damage. And then any player suffers 1 damage. And that'll hit me, but then 2 times to this instead, right? Gravehold's at 4. Oh yeah, I don't know how long they take to come out with their games, but it's a Kickstarter game, right? So just look at the release date on the Kickstarter page, the ETA, and add like 3 months or longer. And now with the coronavirus, I'm not saying it right. I can't pronounce it properly, but the virus closing down factories in China that are producing board games, that's gonna have a ripple effect for like probably the rest of the year, where a bunch of games are all gonna get delayed and pushed back, and companies that are trying to get Kickstarter stuff sent to factories are gonna be told, like, sorry man, get in line. It's gonna be a huge delay. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. It's gonna ripple. So all the Kickstarters you guys are backing right now, yeah, add a few months to the dates at least, because it'll be a ripple effect for like a year probably, or more. Okay. So that's all done. Now we draw a card for him. Resolve the blood magic effect of the Acolyte with the most life. That Acolyte suffers 6 damage. Unleash twice. Oh my god. I think we're done here. Let's see. Resolve the blood magic effect with the most life. I have a choice. Gravehold suffers 1 damage. I suffer 2 or 1. Or okay, so this would do 4 damage to Gravehold and I lose. This one would do 1. Yeah, because then Unleash twice would do whichever one I don't do. So I lose here, right? So resolve the blood magic effect. Sure, we'll do this guy. So he'll suffer 1 damage to Gravehold. Then hits me for 1, but it multiplies to this, putting it down to 1. He gets hit for 6. Then we unleash twice, which makes this guy fire off. And he hits me for 1, but it multiplies to 2, and Gravehold's dead. So the Acolytes riggedy wrecked my face. Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's just some of these coming up at certain times. And I didn't have the money to stop any of the power effects. Yeah. I don't know, man. That was, yeah, these guys are dirty. And we had one more in the deck. Any player discards 2 cards in hand. This minion suffers 3 damage. Oh, that's the guy I put on the bottom. Kind of wish I kept him around now. Wow. Oh boy. All right, I want to give this guy another go, but I want to switch out my market, I think. Yeah, let's switch up the market. We'll do one more go. Same mage, same nemesis. Okay, let's shuffle that. I think we switch up his deck probably, right? We should, yeah. Okay. Let's see how quick we can do this here. All right. Boom. Let's do another random. Is that much different? I feel like that's all the... Oh, I haven't seen that card. 3 of the same spells, is it? Oh, no, there's 2 different. Yeah, we can try this one, whatever. Oh, there's a different... Oh, yeah, it's a lot different. Okay. I was like, it's because I'm seeing cards from the first playthrough that we did, so I'm thinking it's like not much different, but these are the same. Just changes up one of these. So let's actually undo our deck first. Didn't even get my equilibrium. If I got that in play a little earlier, it would have saved me some damage. That sucks. I was hoping I would get it before he fired off. And these are all starter. Okay, equilibrium. Okay, so this one's out. Let's see here. Some slag something. Scoria slag. Gain 2 on this gem for 4. If the Nemesis at tier 2 or higher, gain an additional 1. Now that seems good. I like that. Gets better with age. I like that. That's a good gem. Okay, these are gone. Conclave Scroll. Gain 1 charge. If this card's supply pile is empty, you may destroy the top card of any ally's discard pile. I don't know how many I buy of those, but I don't think I'll ever have that pile empty, but that's interesting. Okay, that's relics done. Now spells. Okay, we got Nova Forge is still hanging around. Reduced to Ash. Don't think I've seen that before. Thought Form Familiar. For 3, cast, deal 2 damage, then deal 1 additional damage for each of your other prep spells. I like that. Let's throw that one up here. Carbonite's still around. Carbonize. And Jagged Lightning is gone. So we're looking for Reduced to Ash for 7. While prepped, at the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy the revealed card. On cast, deal 4 damage. That's interesting. It's interesting. I like it, but I don't know about for this scenario here. All right. We're done with the deck. All right, let's get our hand. Deck. 4, 3. Is it all on the screen? Yep. 2 is closed. And 1 is open. That's our hand. All right, the boss man. Hollow Crown. Basic 1. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's find out our level 1 card. Brandon says, I want to start a new campaign solo game besides Gloomhaven. Do you have any recommendations? Right now, I want to do the same, Brandon. I've been thinking about it, and I'm tied between. I've only played a bit of 7th Continent, but that's something I want to play, and I think I might do that solo on the channel, maybe. I want to play it a little bit more, because I haven't played it for a couple of years, but we tried a little bit of it, and it felt good. It's just other games just hit the top of the pile, but that's when I kind of want to get back to the table, and I might play through that solo. Also, I kind of want to get Tainted Grail back to the table and play that solo using a different character, maybe, and just experience some of the different story. That game was super good to play through. But Tainted Grail, I'd recommend that. I don't know. I got Sword and Sorcery to play through solo on the channel because I heard it was super good solo, but then my wife wanted to play it too, so we've been having fun playing through that on the channel. But that's a cool campaign. Other than that, like, yeah, I'm not sure. There's so many now. Yeah, other than that, that's just on the top of my head what I'm thinking I want to try for a campaign next is those games, but solo, that is. Okay. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, let's remove one of these level 3s. Boom. 3 of these level 2s. Boom. 1 of these level 1s. Boom. Shuffle. Actually, shuffle the 3 first. Yeah, no problem, Brandon. Yeah, I probably think of other ones after I'm done streaming and I sit down and think about it. But yeah, if you haven't already played through Tainted Grail, take a look at that. I don't know if that's readily available yet. I think it's still coming out later. But that was an awesome campaign. We played through it on the channel. There's videos of that if you watch like the first couple episodes, get an idea of it or not. I don't know if you have it or have backed it or anything, but if you like story, that game is pretty cool. It's like a big thick book to play through. Oh, another one, Madara. That's one that we're gonna get on the channel in April or May, I think, ish. We're gonna start that playthrough then. We're supposed to get a copy around that time. They're like reprinting it right now. But that, again, that might be delayed too, actually. That might be delayed too from the virus. But we'll see. Which is all good. I mean, I just hope they figure that out health-wise. And yeah, they stop the spread of it. Not for board gaming, for people's lives. It's crazy stuff. Right, so that's the deck 3. Let's just shuffle up the 2. And yeah. Let's see, it's still going. Alright, there's level 1 on top. He still has 1 health, he's fine. We fixed this. Oh, Gravehold. Reset the health on Gravehold. Shuffle up the turn order deck. I think we're set up. Took a little long chatting. I was trying to be super quick, see how fast I could do it, but I mean, relatively, it's not that bad. But I'm assuming once I mix all my sets together, yeah, once I mix all my sets together, it might take a little longer to set it up with the randomizer, but once I start adding all the sets in the randomizer too, it'll make more options. Bernardo's saying, is it me or are games getting more and more expensive? They are, Bernardo, for a couple of reasons. All this, like, there's supposedly, like, costs went up to produce in China. The tariffs and stuff that Donald Trump, negotiation, tariffs, all this stuff have supposedly made it more expensive. I don't know if Brexit or any of that stuff had any impact, but there's, like, all this political global tariff crap that's, like, causing things to cost more coming from China, which is where everybody prints their board games mainly, so... yeah, that's why it's making board game prices go up. And also, everyone's trying to compete with like the Gloomhaven big ass games, tons of content, high quality parts, so they're all spending extra money on that. And you have to understand, if you're buying a lot of your board games off Kickstarter, remember they have to pay Kickstarter too. So they may get like $1 million from the Kickstarter pledge, but then they got to give a big chunk of that to Kickstarter for using the platform. So they're overcharging you to cover that cost and to cover the expensive shipping they'll use, shipping to each individual backer that way. So even though they say Kickstarter kind of makes games should have more value and be cheaper because they're cutting out a lot of the middlemen, it's actually, you're still paying the middleman, which is Kickstarter in that case, and the shipping companies to ship out those games that way. I'm assuming that costs more, but maybe not. I don't know if distribution... Yeah, I'm not sure. But I think if you're shipping every copy like direct versus a bunch going into retail and they deal with that stuff, but then again, they're taking money too. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling that has something to do with it too. Yep. And if you're upgrading all your stuff on Kickstarter, you're buying all the add-ons and the bigger updated packs and stuff, like, yeah, like at the higher tier to get more stuff, yeah, your board game budget is going to blow up real fast. But if you just wait for the smaller box to come to retail later, then you don't spend as much. Okay. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's do this. All right, it's me. Do we do the same usual opener? Or do we go just charge crazy right now? I have to destroy an opened 1 or 2 breach. I can't leave this one closed and destroy it later, so I might as well just do the opening thing. So we're going to open this one for 4. Straight up opener right up. And we'll just throw 2 sparks in. And get them out of our hand, out of our deck. Let's get some money going. Let's get some real spells going. Let's get our breaches all open. Let's get some familiars in there, and then we'll get some bonuses for having other prep spells. If we can get a Nova Forge in there, that'll help us buy some reduced to ashes, would be nice. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All dreams. All dreams. Oh, we didn't set up him. We didn't set up him. I knew there was something. I was trying to think of it. We shuffled them all. Let's get 2 of these guys in play. So we got the one that says 2 different players each suffer 1 damage, and the one that's any player suffers 2 damage, or any player suffers 1 damage and discards the most expensive card in their hand. Okay. And we'll give them some health. Oops. Actually, you can have that. Forgot. I knew there was something hiding under there. Forgot to set up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're good, right? It's me again. Which ability do I want to be the one that's more expensive? 2 different players each suffer 1 damage. That hits me for 2, which I also need to give myself health. That's something I forget often until I have to lose some of it. Any player suffers 2 damage, or a player suffers 1 damage and discards their most expensive card. Right now, that's not bad. So I think I hit this guy. But I also could... Yeah. But I could focus and just plop this down and then just get money. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do 4, and we'll focus this one, and that'll allow me to put this in the breach. And we'll just get all our resources piled in here. We'll flip. All right. Nemesis. Resolve the blood magic effect of each acolyte in play without those... What? This is a level 1 man. Without those acolytes suffering damage from their blood magic. He has like one of these in every level, I think. Okay. So 2 different players each suffer 1 damage. Ugh. And I'll suffer 1 damage. Let's see, 1, 2. What do I have here? I have 6 money, but I can't spend it on a spell. It'll reduce me down to 5. What can we do with 5? We could just get this, some econ going, I guess. Yeah, we'll suffer 1 damage. And we'll just discard our most expensive card. Sure. Or... Yeah, we'll do a charge and we'll do a thought form familiar, actually. Okay, so that's done. My turn. Or, well, maybe. Nope. Oh, Throne Watch. This is the guy that resolved the blood magic effect of the acolyte with the lowest life. That acolyte suffers damage. For 6 health. Ugh, they're already in full force here. Here we go. Alright, so I have to fire this one off. Yeah, let's just start hitting this guy, I guess. And let's just do it again. Hit him with our measly little sparks. Okay. So this 2 for a charge. And this 3 for a thought form familiar. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. This is all played, and then we'll go into the pile. Draw 2. And it's me again, nothing to fire off. 3. Yeah, let's get another thought form familiar in there. Is there a way to focus breaches on any of these things? No, that's fine. Okay. Let's see. All right. I can focus to get a thought form in there. And that'll do some extra damage because I'll have these prep spells. I'm going to leave these sparks there. Okay. So I will spend 4 to prep this one, or focus this one. I'll throw that in there. Actually, maybe I should have fired off 1. Yeah, let's say I fired off 1. Let's just hit this guy. And then I'll prep this one here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Draw 1. Ugh. It's me again. So this one will fire off. I want to do this one first because it deals 2 damage plus 1 damage for each of your other prep spells. So this will hit for 4. Let's do it to this guy. And then let's fire 2 more off on this guy also, leaving him at 1. So if this guy goes, he'll make this guy fire, but at least he'll kill himself. I think that's the way to do it. I have 4. Ryan, how's it going? Yo! Alright, so 4. I want to do 2 charges. I also want to open this breach as one thing. Yeah, let's open the breach. I think that'll pay off. It'll get us more damage over the course of the game. And then we'll switch to doing... I should probably get one of these to get charges going that way. But then it becomes useless after, so I kind of don't. Let's throw this one here for the +1. Draw 4. Flip the deck. Nemesis. Resolve the blood magic effect on the acolyte with the lowest life. 2 different players each suffer 1 damage, so I take 2 total. Then this guy dies. New acolyte comes out. Gravehold suffers 3 damage, and then this minion suffers 1. And then we'll draw off the deck. Place the acolyte in play with the lowest. Place the acolyte in play with the lowest life on the bottom of the acolyte deck. Draw an acolyte, then unleash. Lowest life. They're tied. Who do we want gone first? I think we don't want this guy that's making us suffer damage. Then we'll draw an acolyte, which is the one that Gravehold suffers 1 damage. Any player suffers 1 damage. Oh man, all the Gravehold stuff's here now. Plus me suffering damage. And then it'll unleash. So we'll choose this one. Gravehold suffers 3. Down to 27. Then this guy hurts himself. Okay. We'll go. Do we fire that off or do we just load up? Can do 3 damage. Doesn't really kill anybody. Nope. Let's just leave it. And we can spend 4. Oh, there's a focus. We need breach ores going actually. Okay, so we can use this to buy a gem. And let's just throw these in here. Nemesis. Resolve the blood magic effect. The acolyte with the lowest life. This guy. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. Down to 24. This guy suffers a damage. Okay. Howling Spiners. Persistent. Any player suffers 2 damage. Oh man. This is a little rough here. Little rough. Oh, okay. Okay. Now it's us. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh, okay, this guy's a threat. So let's fire this one off. That's deal 2, +1 for the breach, +1 for each other one. Each other prep spell. So that's 5 total. Let's kill this guy. I don't need to lose any more life right now. This one can deal 2 +1 more for having this prepped one. So 3, 4 total. Yeah, let's do it. I'll do it to this guy, taking him down to 2. 3 ether. What is that doing for us? Man, I think I'm going to prep. Or focus, sorry, focus. Focus for 3. I'll just throw this here, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't feel good right now. God, I hate this Nemesis. Usually wrecks me. I beat him this morning when I played him, but it was so close. Like, so close. I was like, I probably would have died on the next turn, but like I was able to just do like a shot on the last Acolyte, and I won that way. Like, I guess that's really the only way you can win with this one. But yeah, it was tough. All right, it's me. What do I got here? Okay, we got a money turn here. What can we do with this? We have no spells though. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have been focusing because I forgot I bought a card that helped me with it. But hey, it's all good. All right. I guess we'll just fire this one off and we'll kill this guy. I need to get an engine going where I can like start smashing these guys harder and killing them quicker. How do I do that? Let's see. Getting these in my deck and destroying other cards would be how I do that. Reduce to ash. And how I get that is getting Nova forms in my deck. So either right now I need to buy charges or buy big spells. That's really what I need to do, I think. Keep all this money together. So let's see here. I could 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I can't spend it on a spell because of this stupid shard. So I could focus with that instead, and then I would have 5. I need to get those slags going. That's what I need to get, is slags to help me get those bigger spells, I think. Okay, so let's do... You know what? Let's throw it all down. So I need 4 for a slag. Yeah, let's do it. 4 for a slag. And then 3 more. Let's go with a charge. Yeah, let's go with the charge. Maybe I don't put this one. I'll put this one in last, so that's maybe not with the other money, so I can actually get some bigger spells. Hey, that's what I'm doing wrong. It's putting this in the deck in the wrong order every time. Nemesis. Unleash. So it's this guy firing off. Gravehold suffers 1. And any player suffers 1. Players collectively discard 2 prep spells. Any player suffers 2 damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no heal. I don't think. Nope. Yeah, playing this guy without heal is a little rough. Okay. That's why I think I beat him today. I think I had like 1 card that healed me or Gravenhold when I played earlier off stream. And that's what I think was the difference, to be honest. But who knows? I can't remember the rest of the market, but I think that's what was there. That was different. Okay. So he's done. It's me. Nothing to fire. Thanks a lot, buddy. All right. So I have 2 ether, which will just buy me a charge. Let's throw this in here and these in here. Draw 1. Me again. Okay. I need to kill this guy, I think. As quick as possible. What did I draw into? Yeah, not enough spells. I need to start trashing stuff in my deck. But I need this to do that. And that's kind of a slow trash. So I maybe have put too much junk in my deck. And it's going to punish me for the rest of the scenario. Okay, let's just get firing. So this one is 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is 2, 3. And this one is 1. I don't know. Oh wait, do I have 6 to do my... Yeah, let's not play that. And he's at tier 2? Yeah, he's at tier 2. So this is 3. This could be 5, 6, 7. Right? And I can spend that all on this. Yeah, we got there. Okay, I was going to do the charges, but I won't. Oh, it's us again. All right, so 2 damage. Let's kill this guy. Let's bring his friend out, who any player suffers 2 damage. Then, if that player has 5 or less life, this minion suffers 2. Oh my god. All right. I get rid of the one that hurts me, and a worse one comes out that hurts me. Okay, fun times. So that was that. That was me spell casting. Okay, so I have 5 if I don't spend it on a spell, which is not enough for there. All right, let's use 3 of it. We'll focus. And 2 of it for a charge. Yeah. One. And I think it's Nemesis now for sure. Yep. Resolve blood magic effect, the acolyte with the most life. That acolyte suffers 6 damage, then unleashed twice. This guy's the most life. So any player suffers 2 damage. Done. So when a player's exhausted, Gravehold suffers 4. Down to 19. Okay. Instead of unleashing twice, then I destroy one of my breaches. Doesn't say open. Sure. Okay. Discard all my charge tokens. Oh, that hurts. Deal excess damage. There was no excess. And I have 5 life or less, so this guy suffers 2 damage. 5 and 3. Yeah, this is not going. This playthrough is going worse, I think. Then he unleashes twice. Oh, he also hits hit for 6, actually, too, off this effect. And then we unleash twice, which is this guy firing off. Gravehold suffers 3. He'll take 6, actually. So that is down to 13. And this guy suffers 2 damage total. Okay, that was gross. All right, let's shuffle up and hope the Nemesis doesn't go again. And hey, Mark, how's it going? Welcome back. Hi, all. Nice to see some more Aeons and playthroughs, but solo, 1 character, it's really hard. I know. But I have fun. I love the challenge, though. I love it. I love just playing with 1 character in this game. You could, like, it could start with, like, the 12 life or whatever it says in the back of the book. If you find it, like, too hard, it recommends, like, we're already playing with the 4 turn order cards, but you can start it with 12 or 15 life, it recommends, if you're having, like, too hard of a time. Yeah, I think I always need to include like one heal card in there, at least for Gravehold or myself in solo. I think that makes a huge difference. At least with the way I play. All right, so I can do 2 damage. Yeah, let's do it there. Yeah, I have 4 spells sitting here, so let's do 2 damage. Yeah. All right. So now, oh, I can't even put 4 spells out. Oh man, it's all falling apart for me here. Oh, it makes these weaker too, since I don't have all the breaches. Okay, let's throw this while prepped. I'll play this. Just let the 1 go to waste. Then I'll draw. All right, it's me again. Let's do some damage. While prepped, at the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy the reveal card. I will destroy that. I'll destroy that spark every day, all day. Okay. So now I can cast. So let's cast. This one can do 2 plus 1 plus 2 more. 5 total. Yeah. Let's do 5 to this guy. We'll drop him down to 2. Off that one. I'll fire this one off. Just to kill. This does 3 total. Yeah, I want to kill this guy though. And this one, any player discards 2 cards in hand. This minion suffers 3 damage. That's not too bad. This guy's the suffers 3 damage, and this minion suffers 1. He's close, but oh, Gravehold suffers 3. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I want to leave that there. I think I need to call my deck a little bit. All right, so let's throw this spark out here. All right, what do we got? Well, we don't need to focus breaches anymore. So this breach order will be 2. We get 3 from the slag. 6, 7, right? 2, 5, 6, 7. Another reduced ash? I think so. Or we just go crazy on here. No. I want the damage, I think. Yep. Flip. Oh, it's me again. All right. So at the start, see the top of the deck? Crystal, I'll destroy it. Off of this ability. That's awesome. Okay, so let's do the 2 damage to this guy. And we'll destroy him. And we got the one that says Gravehold suffers 3 damage, or a player loses 1 charge, Gravehold suffers 1 damage, and this minion suffers 1. Just need to get through these guys fast. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do we leave this guy here? I feel like he's not doing much. He's not blocking me either. Yeah, I'll leave him. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just get 2 charges. You get those breaches open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nemesis. Oh, the spend 8. Power 2. Draw an Acolyte, resolve blood magic effect to each Acolyte in play without those Acolytes suffering damage from their effects. So if I can spend 8 on that, I have to do it. I think I have to do it. Okay. Nemesis again. Oh, man. Oh, a spend 7. Power 2. The player with the most charges suffers 3 damage and loses all their charges. Oh my god. Oh, I'll never get these breaches open or replaced with my cool 2 damage breaches. Adam, how's it going? Not bad, not bad. We're having some fun. I'm getting smashed here by a hollow crown for the 2nd time in a row here, but having fun doing it. How are you doing? Man. All right. So it's us, of course. So let's reveal the top card. Yes, Crystal will destroy it. We will destroy it. All right. That guy's been doing work so far. But now we should cast him probably. Unless I only have 5 here. 5. It's not enough to spend 8. Maybe I get another slag going. All right. Let's go after this guy. So let's hit him for 4. And hit him for another 2. Okay. Okay, so we have 5. Let's get another slag. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to afford this spending crap if we get there in time, but I don't think we will. Hopefully the Nemesis doesn't go. Adam says he's traveling for work today, so wasn't sure if I'd catch the stream. Can't believe you chose work instead of watching the stream, Adam. I'm just joking. It's all good. It's all good. At least it's always archived later, right? That's what's all good. You always can watch later. I do appreciate you showing up either way. That's awesome. Thank you to everybody who's here. Still got a crowd hanging out. It's awesome. All right. So for those who are just tuning in later, I've been shouting it out at the beginning, but Mel and I are playing this game co-op tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. If you can't catch it live, no big deal. It'll be obviously archived for later, but go to Rob's Gaming Table, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Hit the reminder button on that stream so you get notified when it goes live, so you don't miss it. And tonight we're playing some Viticulture at 7:30 Eastern. Mel and I are going to try that game out. We played it a couple times already. It's super awesome, but it's been on my shelf of shame for like a year, so it was about time to get it off, and I'm glad I did. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so we shuffled up, and it's us. So start of the phase, let's reveal the top. Yes, we'll destroy the crystal. Get that junk out of the deck. I think it's the only cards that give me the only chance I have here. I have no life left. Gravehold's down to 13, but if I can start churning out damage here, we can be all right. We'll see. I have hope. Okay, so let's fire some stuff off. I only have 5 worth of money, so not enough to get rid of any of these. How many do we have left of acolytes? We still have 3. Okay, so let's fire off this one, which does 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kill this one and bring a new one into play. And this is the one. Gravehold and this minion suffer 1 damage for each prep spell by the player with the most prep spells. Oh. So prepping tons of spells is not good, but it's what I need to do to destroy these guys. Okay, so let's get rid of that guy. Let's get rid of that guy. Or try. So let's do 3 more off this, because 2 plus 1 for this other one. So this goes down to 2 on there. And then we'll fire this one for 4. Take him down to 4. Okay, let's throw a spark out there. And we got 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as we don't spend it on spells. Let's just get 2 charges. 2 charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us go again. Yes! All right. Let's see what we got. We'll just fire 2 at this guy. Let's throw this reduced ash out there. Let's throw a spark out there. So this is 3, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, let's get rid of this one. Yeah, we did it. Oh my god, I can't believe we did it. Can't believe I got around through to my deck to get that before he went. Oh my god. That's what this guy, MVP right here. This guy culling cards out of my deck made those cards come fast enough that we just got rid of that card. That was amazing. Oh man, seat of my pants over here. Adam's asking, do I have the Tuscany expansion? Yes, I do. I've opened it. I've fit it in the core box. I looked at it. That's about as far as I got. We've only played the core game. I tried the new board in Tuscany. We played one game with that. That was neat with like the 4 seasons. But yeah, that's it. Or no, we didn't even play it. We looked at it. We read about it, but we never played it. Then we just played the core game again. We played twice, and it's like so fun, so addictive. I love it. We're going to try to play it like 4-player on the channel at some point too. But yes, I do want to mix in the Tuscany stuff eventually. But we're still new at the game. But I bought it with Tuscany at the time because I knew it was like kind of hard to get a hold of. So as soon as they both came in stock like a year ago, I just like grabbed them both. So I knew I would like it. I like those Stonemeyer games. They're good stuff. All right. So that feels awesome. I'm excited. I was in dire straits. I think I was going to lose. Oh, I need to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Nemesis time. All right. So that guy's blood magic guy. This goes away. I don't want this guy to go off. This one will make Gravehold hit 6 damage because it would do 3 to me. But I have no life left, so it would hit that for 6. I need to get rid of this by spending 7 also. If I can. But I don't know if I'll get that chance. He might go again right after this. And this guy's... both these guys do Gravehold damage. So that's probably where I'm going to lose is like Gravehold just getting wrecked shortly. But... all right, let's draw a card. Unleash. The Acolyte with the lowest health. Lowest health gains 10 life. Oh. I hate that card. And resolve that Acolyte's blood magic effect. All right, Gravehold and this minion suffer 1 damage for each prep spell. So 2 here, down to 11. And this guy takes 2. Oh, whoopie-doo. It's down to 9. Stupid. Man, these attack cards in this deck are nuts. So are the power cards, man. This guy's crazy. Okay, cool. So I feel that, yes, it adds more and can cause... oh, analysis paralysis. But I feel when you add the expansion, it's much more forgiving for gameplay choices. Just my opinion. Okay. I saw someone post online. I remember when I was looking at Tuscany, somebody was like, yeah, you'll never play with the regular board again once you play with that, like, the upgraded board. Like, you'll never go back. But just because of the options and stuff, right? I like the wake-up track. It looks cool on the expansion board. I want to try that so bad. It seems neat. But yeah, more choices. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so he's done for now. Please not again. No, okay, it's us. All right. So let's reveal the top card. Crystal Destroy. Man, I've been so lucky off that. All right. Now do we want to fire some stuff? We do 3, 7 total. Do we have 7 money? Nope. We have 3 money. I don't want to leave too many prep spells because of this guy. So yeah, let's do 4, 5, oh, 6 damage. And then we'll pop that there, that there, that there, unfortunately. Gotta do it. I'm 1 short from the extra. Oh! Do I hold? I hold this, I think. Do I hold both? No, I don't hold both. I'll just get rid of 1 crystal. I'll spend 1 and... yeah. I'll hold this one, a 2 card, and hopefully I draw into more money for these, I think. Yeah. But he might go next, so it's like, who knows? Oh, there's... yeah, this makes me lose all my charges, though. But what can I do? Like, I can't do anything about it. Unless I stop it. All right, I'm holding this. Let's gamble. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. We get to go before he goes, right? He's the last one still. Yes. Yes, he's going next. Got to stop this. Do we have it? Do we have it? I'm cheering and I don't even know. Yes, we do have it. So we drew into those. So 3, 7, 8, 9. We have total money. We can definitely get rid of this. Sweet. So let's see. Let's top card of the deck with this. Breach Ore. You know what? Do I destroy this just to get going through my deck faster? I think so. I'm going to do it. Okay, so let's fire off this one, which does 2, 3, 4, 5 to this guy. We'll fire off this one for 3 more. 2 plus 1. Get rid of this guy. That brings this guy into play. The player with the lowest life suffers damage. Yeah, you know what, buddy? I've had about enough of this damage crap. All right. Okay, and then for this one, we'll do 4 to this guy. Okay. Now our turn. Let's drop Spark. And how do we do this? So there's our 7 to get rid of this stupid card. Okay. And then we have 2 more, which we'll just use to get a charge. Flip. Okay, we know he's going. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. You piece of crap. Alright. So, unleashing twice. Resolve the blood magic effect of the acolyte with the highest life, this guy. He makes me suffer 1 damage, which multiplies to 2 onto here to get to 9. It does it again, going down to 7. And then Gravehold suffers 2 damage, down to 5. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, I just need to kill these acolytes. 1 more. These 2. And that's my path to victory, is smash these guys fast, if I can. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't go again. Gravehold's down to 5. I don't have any heal for Gravehold either, do I? Nope. What? John's saying reduce to ash. You can't resolve the well prepped effect and then cast the spell on the same turn. Well prepped, at the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy the revealed card. Why can't I cast this later if this is at the start of the phase? Is there some rule where I'm not allowed to do 2 effects on the same card? Is that in the book? Do you have a page for that, John? I'm curious. Or actually, I can look it up online too, because that seems not as fun. All right, so what's it called? Reduce to ash. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. But I appreciate you pointing it out. I want to find out. I need to know. Let's see. There's questions about the whole, what if I don't want to destroy the card? That's the only thing I see about that card online. Yeah, I don't see why not either. Kuzumi. Let me look in the rules. Maybe I wish they had like card clarifications, but. And Mark B says he plays it like I do. Because I would assume so. It's at the start of the phase. It's not like you're closing the whole phase off, right? Let's see if it tells us here. In the casting phase, maybe. Let's see. Casting phase. So casting phase says cast prep spells. Any spells that are prepped in an open breach may be cast during this phase. Every prep spell is in a every spell prepped in a closed breach, that is a spell that was prepped to a focus breach in the previous turn, must be cast, and you choose the order in which you cast your spells. When a spell is cast, you discard it. Yeah, it doesn't really... It says here, player turn overview. You may cast any of your prep spells in open breaches. You must cast any of your prep spells in closed breaches. Place cast spells on top of the discard pile as they're cast. Yeah. Matouche, how's it going? Yeah, I think I'm playing it okay. I don't read anything that says you can't trigger it twice. Like do 2 abilities on the same card. So yeah. At the start of your casting phase, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy the revealed card. Yeah, and then I think you proceed with the cast phase, and you're allowed to cast spells in any order. There's nothing there that says I can't, and I didn't see it in the rules, so I'm rolling that way. Oh, wait, did I pull that here? Did I just pull that? Shoot. Did I pull that off here or there? No, I think it was off here. All right. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right, John. Unless you have a link or something you can post in the comments of this video. I don't won't let you do it in chat, but if you know. Is this the hardest Nemesis? If this guy feels ridiculous. I beat him this morning before the stream, but I had heal in my market. I have not had heal twice in a row, and he's been wrecking me. Because the cast phase is at the beginning of the phase. Is that it? Oh, it was John R. that said it, Bernardo. He feels hard. But how could he be the hardest? He's only rated a 5, not a 7 or an 8 or 9 or anything. So that means he's like medium, right? Are you saying they put the wrong number on the back of the card or something? Gate Witch? Gate Witch is in this set, right? Yes, Knight. How's it going? Yes, I got War Eternal. I also got Legacy and New Age. Thank you to Indie Boards and Cards. You guys are awesome for sending this over. So we're going to be playing through lots of Aeon's End over the next couple months for sure. Yeah, it's not having healing. I agree. Because this morning I know I played and I had the one card, the one relic that let me heal. And I had a couple of them in my deck. And all I had to heal was like once or twice. And that was enough to keep me in it. Oh, New Age eventually. I think, yeah. I don't know if I want to do that first or Legacy. I'm not sure which one will. I might do them both at the same time. I don't know. I want to play Legacy with at least 2 players. Play it all the way through. And while we're doing that, we can also play like New Age. I can play New Age solo, I guess, too. But I do want to play the campaign of that, too. It's hard. It's hard to be playing just War Eternal right now and not even open that stuff. Do you have a new mat? Oh, this is just an old mat I had that I just threw out for playing Aeon's End on for fun. It's an old like mat I used to play X-Wing on. Okay. Can we do this? I don't know. All right, let's see what we get. Nemesis. All right. Oh, spend 8. Power 2, Gravehold suffers 5 damage. That's going to be a problem. For each Nemesis turn order card in the turn order discard pile. Well, there's going to be one when that goes off at least. Power 2, though. I have some time. Can I get the money to deal with it? Maybe I shouldn't have destroyed that breach ore earlier. Yeah, not having this 4th breach and being able to put more stuff in there so I see my economy together has been rough. All right. All right, it's us. So let's do 2 damage and get rid of this guy. Last Acolyte in the deck. Any player suffers 2 damage or any player suffers 1 damage, then discards their most expensive card in hand. I have to get through this. 22 health. If I can get through that somehow, which might take a while, we might be okay. But I've been kind of slow at the damage output. All right. Get rid of the crystal, I guess. Yep. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have? Oh, I got it right here. Here's 8. Oh, please don't go. Yes, it's us. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, it's power 2 anyway. I have a couple turns, but all right. So let's reveal the card. It's a crystal. I'm going to destroy it. Okay. And let's do, who is the worst? I need to keep one the highest for unleashing. This guy says the player with the lowest life suffers 1, which means Gravehold suffers 2. This guy says any player suffers 2, which means Gravehold suffers 4. Or any player suffers 1, which means Gravehold suffers 2. And I discard the most expensive card. They're both crap. Let's start working on this guy. Let's start working on the guy that could do 2 damage to us, or actually 4 damage to Gravehold, or 2 damage to Gravehold, and discarding cards. Yeah. Okay, so 5 on him. 3. Yep, 3 more on him. And 4 on him. 1 more. 1 more. Oh my god. All right. Let's prep this Amazeball Spark right here for 2. Let's prep this Reduced Ash. Yeah. And then we'll spend 8. And we'll get rid of this. I want to buy a spell. I still haven't got this charge thing off. That's so crazy. Ah, well, whatever. Okay, so let's throw those in like this. And draw. John saying, sorry, my mistake. The reduced to ash card says start of the casting phase, so you played it right. It wouldn't work for other spell. Oh, okay, okay. I thought so. Like, it makes sense because it says at the start, so it would like be before you decide any cast. Thank you, John. That makes sense. No, I appreciate you calling it out. I want to make sure I'm playing everything right, because people will watch this in the future, right? So we've just helped somebody in the future who maybe is playing it wrong. Matush says also 80% of mages are designed for at least 2 players. I noticed that. When I'm reading through the mages in this set, I was like, not really good for solo, not really good for solo. This one seemed like a fun challenge. I like this one. Which would obviously be more powerful in multiplayer. And you can see the light. Yes, I can. That's why I'm slowing down right now. I'm making sure I don't mess up. But we'll see. All right. So I drew my cards. Let's see what we got. So we just got more. We're basically like, I only have like 3 extra cards in my deck. Like, yeah, we're going to keep seeing attack stuff, which is what we need for this guy. All right. Here we go. Please. Nemesis. Okay. Please don't tank me here. Unleash twice. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, I think this did it. I think this did it. So unleash twice, which triggers this guy. Lowest player suffers 2 damage, or 1 damage, so it does 2 to here. Then he does it again. And then it says, the player with the most prep spells suffers 1 damage for each of their prep spells. Ah! So that'll be 4 more to Gravehold. Damn! No! So close! So close! Oh! Yeah, if it was just me instead, it was like 33% chance it was him. If I went next, then it would have been flip. No, I would keep that, I think. I don't know. I'd probably destroy it at this point. Yeah, I would destroy this. Then I would fire off 2, 4, that'd be 6, down to 5, and that's that. Like, unless I had to go 2 in a row, that's the only chance I had, 2 in a row. But I mean, that was like very low odds of that happening. Yeah. Acolytes, man, acolytes. Classic Aeons inexperience. At least this one was closer than the last playthrough against the Hollow Crown, for sure. And man, if only I focused more on this. I think I would have been doing more damage output. Oh, it would have just like turn after turn would have just been that extra damage. That's where I failed this one, was by not focusing on the charges enough. But then again, some of those resources I bought, the gems, they let me get rid of some of those power cards that would have tanked me earlier. So it's tough to say, but that was the difference there. I think I just missing out. I need just one of those open. Yeah. What time is it? 4:21. Man, this game I want to play again so bad right now. I think I might. But setting it up, I don't know. Setting it up plus another hour. Yeah, I can't right now. I got to set up for our stream tonight at 7:30. Plus grab dinner. Got a couple other errands to run. So, yeah. That's going to be it. Oh, man, this game is so good. New Age has far better mages for solo, says Matouj. Okay, so I should open that box, grab the mages out, and just then play the rest of this with that. Maybe I should. I love this mage, though. She's fun. She is fun. Man. Hollow Crown. All right, so now I know he's like super hard. I picked him just because he was like the second difficulty rating in the box. So I thought, oh, I'll play this guy next. But yeah, he's a good challenge. I just need heal in the market. I should probably just tweak it. Next time I play this guy, just put one heal card in there. Just one heal. For me or Gravenhold. Either or. Just one heal card would have been all you need. Because that's how I won. I think I had the one that just healed me for 3. And I just bought it like twice, popped it off, and it was enough. Oh, man. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks all for chilling live. That was awesome. Thank you to our Patreon backers who support the channel. A bunch of you guys are here. Thank you, everybody. Links for that stuff are down in the description below. Natuja says he's going to play Aeons in tomorrow. Also, a proxy Doctor Strange. You can't even wait till the pack comes out to play it? That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah. Oh, so good. This game's so good. So tune in tomorrow night. We'll be playing this again, but I'll be playing with Mel. I want to do solo stream again of this next week for sure. That's coming, so keep an eye on the channel. Follow the social media links there on the right, on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot. So you'll see I'll post there when those go up. Or just check into Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. All the upcoming streams will be there on the main page. You can see it on phone, tablet, Android player, whatever. It's all there. But yes, thank you everyone to watch us live. If you don't want to miss live, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we go live and you don't miss it. And yes, thank you for watching this later. Outcast looks cool. I didn't want to read much because I don't want to be spoiled. There's story stuff there. I don't want to be spoiled on legacy stuff, if there is any of that stuff. Because I started watching the video and it was like, started talking about some of the mages from the original set and like, I didn't want to spoil any legacy stuff, so I didn't really read too much in Outcast. But hey, it's more Aeon's End, right? Yeah, legacy first. Legacy first. But if you're into this game, back Outcast. I would assume it's more good stuff. I don't know, but I'm not the best to say so because I've only played a bit of this and a bit of the first one. Oh, Legacy, New Age, and Outcast are story-driven. Okay. So yeah, I'll play Legacy first, then I'll look into that, but we'll have it on the channel eventually. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. That's going to be it for the stream. In a couple hours, 3 hours exactly, we'll be streaming. I know some of you will be asleep by then. That's fine. But we will be playing Viticulture, so you can check that out later on the channel if you can't watch us live. Mel and I will be playing that 2-player tonight, exploring that game. Just the base game, no Tuscany stuff added in. And you're welcome, Matouj. You're welcome. But yes, so tune in for that. We'll see you more live streams for sure. And thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening.